Welcome to Basement Talk with your host Brian and his crew. Okay, guys, welcome to Saturday, and this is the Basement Yard. So, welcome, and I am Brian, the joystick Jedi himself. So, I want to thank you guys for showing up, all you retro gamers, goddesses, whatever you call yourself. Thank you for joining us. And today, I have a wonderful show with wonderful guests. So first up, my favorite co-host, everybody else's favorite co-host, maybe. So here he is, the condemned mind himself and an author of Nukem Comics. My favorite, Ron. Hello, Ron.
Woo!
Woo, he's here. Yay, round of applause.
I have to correct you, buddy.
What
you
is
called
it?
it a basement yard. It's a basement talk.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry. Yeah, I get flustered. I start moving a little bit. Okay,
Yeah, it's
yes.
okay.
Basement Talk, not Basement Yard. Basement Talk. That's a whole different show. So, anyhow, moving to Michigan, Mr. Motor City himself, aka Extreme Zombie himself, George. Welcome, George.
Hey, what's up? Welcome
How
to
you
the
doing?
Basement Yard.
Welcome to the Basement Yard. It's actually Basement Talk. Why I said that, I have no clue. I was running a bunch in there looking sideways.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
How we doing?
You're not
I'm
gonna
doing
let
good.
that down.
Yeah, I'm never gonna live it down. It is what it is. My own show and I screwed the name up. Yeah, that is what it is.
It's
okay,
okay.
buddy.
So, for the first time ever on the show, our friend from the childhood, Randy. So, without further ado, let's give a round of applause for Rockin' Randy Riot himself. Hey, Randy, what's going on?
Too much. It's all gonna
Yay!
Welcome to the show, guys. Welcome to the show. So, how's everybody doing?
Good.
Good, everybody good. Everybody on the screen, all good. We're good. Okay. So, first up, we're going to jump right in to our next segment. All right. So, you guys seen it? It's Collector's Corner. Now, on Collector's Corner, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the newest thing that's in our collections, and we're going to talk about what is new coming up in everybody's collection, what they're looking for, things they're trying to complete. This is the segment where we're just going to go around and everybody gets a chance to talk. So, Ron, why don't you start it off?
Well, it's not new, but it's something I'm going to get great an autograph at Torg. Let me show the box first. It's my special edition 20 years katana.
The Duke.
The Duke
controller.
himself.
The Duke controller. All
So
right.
what's cool? So I'm going to get this autographed by Jen Taylor herself there at Torg this year. And
Now, Jen Taylor, explain to the fans what the voice of Jen Taylor, what she does, what she do.
She is the voice of Katana from Halo.
Okay, on Halo.
So what's
All
cool
right.
about this controller, what I like about it, I already have it plugged in.
Okay.
It lights up. It got an animation.
Let me bring you up here, Ron, so people can see you here.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me stop. Let me replay it.
You're gonna do it over? All right, retake. Take one.
No, this is take two.
Action.
Action.
So what's cool when you plug it in, it comes to this Xbox thing. You press it, it does this cool animation for the Halo.
Okay.
So
that is
I like
cool.
it. It's pretty cool. So it's gonna be
Too bad it wasn't.
what makes it gonna be make it better is that autograph.
You're right. No, I definitely I agree with that. I think we lost Randy. I think he fell over in his chair or something.
No, what would have made that controller better if it played the Halo theme?
Yeah, that would have made that controller
Yeah,
cool. You want to kind of explain to anybody that don't know what a Duke controller is, what it like, why is it called the Duke?
OG Xbox controller. They look like this. These things were massive, but it played nice still because
Right.
they made the joysticks a lot better. I think more comfortable.
Okay.
Plus,
Yeah.
Black buttons. And a different
So Yeah, it's a pretty decent controller there. Okay, Ron. Anything else? What's in the future for your collection?
The autographs, of course.
And
Uh,
you're gonna get that autographed. You're gonna like
yeah,
put it up on a stand or
yeah,
something.
yeah. I put it on the back shelf.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get this
You gonna get
autograph.
Steve Downs?
Yeah, I'm gonna get Steve Downs, but let me.
Are
I
you
grab it off the shelf.
okay? Okay.
So I got this
I
back
think we
in
lost Ron.
2009. Back in 2009, I got this Halo 3 Funko bobblehead.
Okay.
It's it's a 1,008 pieces limited. So I'm gonna get this signed by Steve Downs.
Now, are you gonna get the figure itself signed, or are you
No,
gonna
no,
get
I'm
the
keeping it in a
out?
box. It
Oh,
had never been opened.
okay, so it's still sealed all the way
He's
in the
gonna
box,
be sealed forever,
forever and ever, forever, ever,
forever,
forever, ever.
forever.
All
Okay,
right,
Master Chief, you going back on the shelf?
sir. How you doing too? Welcome and thank you for joining us today on Saturday. So, George, you want to take over from here?
Oh yeah, I want to show you my mini nuke from the anthology or box or whatever. They came out about 6, 7 months ago. It's all the games in one thing.
Okay.
Anything any reason I got it, it's awesome. But the only thing that sucks about it, it's not for Xbox. It's just
No.
only for Steam.
Okay. And it's
But what's cool about it is the thing's huge. You seen it? Just look how big it is.
that's what she said.
I wanted to say that.
I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna if it's pitched, I'm hitting it out there. That's what we're at.
We all think.
But but the thing is, what's awesome about it? It's awesome. And that's
It's
it.
just awesome. That's
It's just awesome.
it's the bottom line. That's where we're leaving. It's just awesome.
But the thing
So
I'm waiting for next week, I'm getting Doom Collector's Edition with all the games in it. The BFG Collector's Edition.
okay,
It comes with a mini BFG. I can't wait for it.
okay. And now,
Next week it comes in.
where'd you get that from?
I got both. I got that from Bethesda, and I'm getting that one from Bethesda also.
Okay, all right. Did you have to pre-order it? Is that what you had to do?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
How
Now
much
is it
did it
new?
run?
Oh, that's $80. No, yeah, $80.
Okay,
Okay,
The,
which
Alright.
one?
the mini nuke cards that's only $60.
But
Oh, that was all.
didn't you get the Pip Boy also?
Yeah, that comes out in November.
Yeah,
Oh,
we both got that. It's not out yet, but if it's anything like any other pre-order, it'll come out and then we'll get a pre-order a week later.
But the thing is, what I love about the Pip Boy that's coming out is actually die cast in metal. So it's
Right.
gonna be bulky and heavy duty.
And the screen actually works on it too, right?
It does, but it's not a touchscreen.
It's not going to be a touchscreen.
No,
Is it
it's analog.
so the dials and everything?
Yeah, you could change it. It doesn't really do
It's-
anything besides it's an alarm clock. That's about
Yeah.
it.
it's better than that plastic you got and put your phone in.
Yeah.
The
No,
the
yeah.
collector's edition one they had.
But that came in that nice green case though, didn't it? Didn't it come
Well,
in like a green like open case or something?
but it's just plastic though.
Is that all it
But it
was?
wouldn't
I
run
never
on
got
your
one.
phone.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I
But
never.
what's cool about it though is that when it's what was I gonna say? Oh, I forget what I was gonna say. But it was
With-
something about the Pit Boy. I
When we
know
was
what.
talk-
What
Go
I
ahead.
wish they did. I wish they made a touchscreen to made it to like it's like a Fitbit or something or a
Right.
smartwatch, so it could actually do your body temperature and stuff.
Now was the one on the show it was touchscreen, right? That's what was it touchscreen
Oh,
on theirs?
yeah,
It was touchscreen on theirs, right?
yeah, because it's the movies.
Yeah, right, obviously. Yes. So is that all you got going on, George?
Pretty much it right now.
Is that pretty much it? Let's see that cup you got.
Oh, this is a fancy thing.
This little fancy horror cup. Not a horror
Ooh.
cup, a horror cup.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
the
make
best
sure
one,
That-
the
make
that's
sure
best
we're
killer
clear
is
to.
not on there. It's Leatherface, and for some reason they didn't put him on there.
What are you drinking out of there, Ron?
Mr. Darth Vader himself.
Darth Vader. Okay, moving on with my bad voiceovers. Anyhow, Randy, what you
Wait,
got for us?
wait, were you just trying to do a Darth Vader voice?
Nope, not at all. Not even
He
a little bit.
tried.
Nope. Mm-mm. Moving on. Anyhow,
I mean,
what's up with you, Randy? What you got down there?
this isn't brand new, but I got it on Amazon.
It's brand new to everybody else.
Yeah, in light of Halloween coming up. It's the zombie hand. Hold your controller
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
that's
thing's
cool.
awesome.
and your
That's a
headset.
That's actually a cool headset and controller holder.
Yeah, I'll
no.
take that.
Where'd you get that out of, Randy?
I got this on Amazon.
Oh,
How
okay.
much-
So it didn't come. It wasn't like a special order with a game or anything, right?
No, you can just get it by itself like this.
I'm
That's
gonna show
actually
that.
pretty
I'm
cool.
gonna bring you up here, or Randy, so they can kind of see that a little better. That's actually really nice. I like the detail in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about getting one of those.
How much did that run?
It says one more life. I like that.
Is that okay?
What is it?
Yeah.
Do you remember, George?
$30.
I think 35 or
I-
40 or something like
Oh,
that.
it's not bad.
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty cool controller holder.
It's heavy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not bad at all, actually.
I think it's PVC.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's heavy duty PVC. It's not resin, but it's still.
But yeah, it's still awesome though.
That is kind of cool. I like
I
that.
want to get it for my zombie collection.
That'd be cool. I think that needs to go on there like that.
And it just
Yeah,
fits
I
everything.
like
Now,
that.
now is it only for PlayStation controllers or
No, it's
You
for
can-
all
is it-
controllers.
You can fit any of them.
okay?
Yeah.
Can you fit the Duke controller on there?
Not bad.
Too big.
That's what she said.
Again.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it does fit Xbox controllers. Yeah, that is.
No,
that is-
not all
Silver
Xbox controllers.
Not the Duke, Ron. It's okay. You got a bigger one than everybody else. Okay, that's where we're at. You finally get to say that.
Two
All right. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. So, getting to me here, the newest things that I just got in my collection is let me bring up my screen here. So I'm trying to complete all the SNES collection. So I'm working on the Star Wars now. So Super Star Wars. So that's pretty cool. I don't
So
even know
what makes it
number I'm-
different? Why is it so
Because-
super?
because everything was super on the Super Nintendo. It didn't matter what it was. Any game was super.
Right.
Even if it was horrible, but they still called it super. So just got that in the mail. Remember Toe
that's
Jam and
cool.
Earl?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Love Toe Jam and Earl.
Yeah. Thought I smelled something.
Well, yeah. The cool thing about this is when I got it, they wrote me a little love note inside. Look, cheat codes.
Oh, that's cool.
Woo!
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got a special little note inside the game. So I just picked it up. I think I ended up getting it on online for what, $3, I think is what I ended up picking
What,
up. For.
Macari?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy cheap. I think I paid like $3 for this one too.
No, that's not
Well,
bad.
what
at all.
website?
I believe it was Macari, if I'm not mistaken. I have to look. I think it was Macari.
What
Sometimes
website is hit and
I
miss?
order things and then I never end up with them back. And then they show up at the door. And today it was brought to you by my favorite mailman, Ron. He brought it from my mailbox over to the house. 'Cause-
That's nice of him.
yeah, I thought so. He lives super close, so that was really nice of him. I was super happy, and I always love seeing his smiling face when he's not complaining or anything
Oh,
like that.
So, do you guys get those strings on the cup so you guys could talk back and forth?
Yeah, but then the AEP keeps cutting them down because we're not paying them, so
Yeah.
that's usually what happens. So, all right. Well, anyhow, let's move on. Anybody got anything else they want to show or say?
Actually, I do. Let me. I do got something. One more thing.
All right. Remember, this is a PG-13 show, by the way.
Yeah. No.
Don't get too crazy on here.
Packages.
Yeah,
I
we
d-
don't want to see. Hopefully it's a smaller package.
Oh,
I hit my head off a stupid eye.
The fan string. That's
Yeah.
that's hilarious. All right, let's bring you up here. Go ahead and explain
Okay.
what you got here.
I got three 64 games. Got WrestleMania 2000,
An awesome game,
WCW Revenge,
the best game in my opinion.
and Warzone.
It was all right. Wasn't that the one that had the? Was that the first one that had a creator wrestler on it?
No, that's the one that was like Mortal Kombat. You had to put in the fight sequence for the buttons and
Oh,
finishes.
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, you had to put in the
Yeah,
combination.
they move
Yeah.
like this.
So yeah, everybody had the hands and everybody judo chopped hands
It
and
just reminded me of a video we made, Randy.
nobody
I still have
nobody moved. It just went like this when they grabbed somebody and suplexed them.
The funny thing is, we used to make videos.
There it is,
Me and
right there.
Randy,
Randy
we
had it going
videos
right there.
of us doing
It was
those.
it was the fight.
Oh
Ready
yeah,
to go.
getting ready. Yeah.
So yeah,
Remember
that's
when
how.
they used to come down to the ring and walk in?
Yeah. I out of all three of them games you show, my
My
first
favorite is Revenge.
Revenge. I was gonna say that's one of my
Revenge.
favorites.
Then No
we
Mercy
played
came
the hell
out.
out of that.
Yeah. Well, then they ended up what was it? Backstage. They had Backstage come out
Yeah,
too.
that's what made No Mercy so much fun.
I liked Backstage. I did. I think I liked it because it was really like the first time you got to like,
No,
go
not
backstage.
really, because SmackDown had that. For
Yeah,
the
but I mean,
PlayStation and stuff.
but SmackDown was on what
PlayStation.
yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I was
But No Mercy, what made it really different because
right.
we like their fighting better. But I did like SmackDown also.
It
Oh,
had
we
its
played
moments.
we played the hell out of SmackDown too.
Yeah.
Right. I used to, like I said, I used to go through and I used to make sure that like, taking a belt off somebody and giving it to somebody else. And it was a fun time. I think the character I used the most was it what is it? I think it was Stone Cold is the one I used the most.
Who
I
did?
mean, I'm sure everybody used that same character the most, but
But
the Rock was good too.
That's how we met our buddy Joe at a high school lock-in. We were
Yeah.
playing what was it, SmackDown or
SmackDown.
yeah, SmackDown. Oh
SmackDown
man,
too.
he was good at that game.
Well, he played a lot of them.
Yeah,
And
so that's how we met him in high school.
Right.
That's how we
Joe's-
became friends. Connection.
Joe's
of
one of our
wrestling.
other friends. And he like this used to be the group of LAN party guys that used to be at the house, and there would be a
man.
team in one room, team in another. We explained that on the last show. But Randy, you remember all them LAN parties we used to do, right?
Oh yeah.
Hey, I don't know how we've never woke their mom up, man. I have no clue because we
One thing
we
I
were
couldn't
screaming.
stand, the smokers in the house. Well, let's take a cigarette break. And then
Oh,
we said, no, let's keep on playing.
yes.
Because if they took that break, then
They
they,
didn't wanna
were
play
pretty
again.
much done.
Yes, and every time we would get into a new game, they'd be like, we're going to take a smoke break. So they'd go outside, they'd start
20 minutes later.
20, 30 minutes later, by the end of like the third game, you were just done playing. You didn't want to play no more.
And you knew when you killed somebody because you would hear them
Oh,
pound
'cause
in the other room.
you could hear them screaming, and they'd get upset. Like I
Do
said,
you
I mean, we
remember
did.
when before spawn killing was a thing, people use that tank, and when they get spawned, that the tank would just blow them away.
I hated that. Nothing more made me madder than getting killed. Like as soon as you respawn, drop down, dead.
And I
Blood Gulch. Blood
Swords.
Gulch. What
I just look at one level.
Mm-hmm.
the swords
Well,
I
That one level.
Yeah.
It had two ships on each side. People just sniping the whole time.
Oh, the whole time. As soon as you respawn,
Oh, yeah,
bullet to the head.
border.
You mean the-
Boarding?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah,
it
something
boarding?
like that.
one with the levels.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
the sides. That,
Remember
with all the teleports on each side, you could go back and forth. Because
Yeah,
they
it
had a
was-
sniper in one corner and a sniper in the other corner.
It was a fun time. We had a lot of fun with it. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on here. I'm gonna share my screen for this one and get us get us on here and share our screen. I want to show you guys. Here's our next subject. So did you guys hear about the GameStop grading games now, or grading cards now?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they're going to start grading cards, and it's all PSA. And if you don't know what PSA is, it's professional sports authenticator. So it's like the best you can get in card grading. So
So how
GameStop's
much?
made some kind of deal with them, and they'll I guess you take the card out. They have different layers. Like if it's like a Pokemon or a Yu-Gi-Oh card, it's one price, and then if it's sports cards, it's another
Oh,
price.
so what's
but
the
how
base
much are they
price?
going to? Yeah, how much are they going to charge for that? It's $100 a card.
Well, no, it's actually not that bad. But before we move on with that, I mean, how does everybody feel comfortable with trusting employees at GameStop?
You
If you got,
think?
say you got a PSA 10 and you know it's a 10, you take it out to them, and what's to say that it don't get bent or like before they get it shipped out, it
Or
doesn't,
stolen?
or stolen.
Or
Because
they
No, I
change it, or they change the address on where it's gonna be for. And like, say you've taken it, and they go, "Oh, I'm gonna put my address down, and it's mine."
Well,
I'm shot.
they
Go ahead,
have
Randy.
like CGC, the ones who grade comics. They actually have
Right.
steps that you have to follow when you ship it. I'm pretty sure GameStop has to follow by that too, so your card doesn't get ruined.
I'm sure there's
oh, that's
something.
true.
Yeah,
So
box and everything. CGC does.
So I also have this thing right here. So if anybody doesn't know anything about like what we're talking about, this is like a graded card right here.
Yep.
So you got your PSA logo. It's on the card on the top of it, and you'll have like where that number 8 is. That's going to be like if you hear somebody say PSA 8 or PSA 10, that's what they're meaning. That's the grade of the card.
The
So
thing is, you know what's funny? What happened to that one guy who found the One Ring card and took it into GameStop? It was one of a kind, and someone stole it.
yeah, well that's okay.
No.
So if that happens, I don't know who's responsible at that point. Is
Because
GameStop
he sold it
responsible?
for $1 million, right?
$2 million.
I,
Was
I
it
don't
2 million?
$2 million to Post Malone.
Imagine
that's-
if you took it and hey, I found this one of a kind card. I want to get it graded. Well, when he leaves, the guy's put it in his pocket. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, that's what you got to, you're dealing with too at that point. And I think a lot of people
Because
are,
we can't trust GameStop for pre-orders because when you go in for your pre-order, it's already sold.
well, what I don't like about the pre-order system sometimes is certain GameStops you go to, they won't have what, like say you get the game and then you get an item. A lot of times they're out of the item or they don't have the item, which makes me wonder that if there's 40 games that were pre-ordered,
And they
there
put
should be
some
40
back.
there should be 40 items that go with each game.
Yes, it should
So,
be.
where does it
everything
go?
should be equals out what you get.
Right.
How many pre-orders is how many things you get.
Well,
Right.
the thing is, I know what they're doing. They're giving it to their buddies because they forgot to pre-order. Say, hey, I'll give you this pre-order, and then just tell the other guy, his pre-order didn't come in yet.
That's actually
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's
not?
okay. So, Ron, you remember me telling you the story of when what game did I ended up getting? I can't remember which one it was. It was Zelda, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So
No, it was a Mario game. The Peach.
oh yeah, that's right.
The Peach.
Okay, so it was Peach's game that's come out for the Switch. So I went out and I pre-ordered it. What came out, and I went out to get it, and what they tried to do is they tried to swap like a new one for a used one. They went and pulled it off the shelf, put it in the case, shut the thing, and was like, "Here you go." And I was like, I want one sealed. I said, because, and he's like, well, it's fine. It's new. I'm like, no, it's not new. I said, if I open it up right now, unbreak the seal, open it up, come back in and trade it on, you're going to give me trade credit. It's not going to be an exchange at that point because it's open. So
Yeah.
I had to argue this, but I mean, we ended up getting it fixed, and it was.
Yeah, because
I felt like they tried to scam me.
So are they
Yeah,
going to give it to you
because-
for that used price? You know what I
No.
mean? They
No,
were
they
trying
were-
to give you to the full price.
Yeah, they're still going to make you pay full price for it. Exactly.
Yeah,
So
how is that fair?
it's not at
Yeah,
all.
I'd be mad going in there. No, now we're going to get a used copy. Man, imagine if you don't want to open it.
Well, and some people do. Some people collect sealed games.
Yes.
That's what
Yeah.
they collect. So I mean, and I'm one of them. I got a couple sealed games.
I do
You
too.
know, I hate sealed games though because it's hard to have a game sitting around that you're not playing. So
Well, it
let's
depends
get
what you're playing, anyways.
yeah, true. So let's get back to this card thing here. Let's stay on track a little bit here. So the fugitive ink. So they have ink in them that's like especially like ink like I don't want to say it's like for checks or something that keep it authentic. Like only they have this certain kind of ink that goes in the background of the card.
Oh, okay.
It
So that way you know it's like legit.
makes sense.
It's like the watermark.
Yeah, sort of. It's like a watermark. And then they have the certification number obviously and I'm sure you can look that up when you get on their website too and you can
Yeah, it
you
should
can
say who owns the card too, right?
I'm not sure exactly what it says. I don't want to say cuz I'm not 100% sure. I've never had anything graded.
Oh,
But
me either.
so we'll move on here to this is the setup right here. So a trading card game grading. What they're meaning by that is like Pokemon Magic, like Star Wars, any kind of Yu-Gi-Oh card. Like this is the price that you're going to pay. So
But
it's
that's
15. Yeah,
but that's
it's
with $200. It looks like
it's
up to two.
the card can only be valued up to 200.
Oh, so you can't take in $1,000 card and get it graded.
It'd be more
No,
money.
that's probably going to be a different price. But this is the baseline. If it's like say it's a
Look,
$50 card, they can do it for this price.
it's
And if
45
you're
days.
45-day turnaround time.
You know,
So that's from the time you get it to the time they ship it to the time they grade it and the time they get it back.
That's
They got
going
up
to
to
make it
45
easier
days.
for the employees. Like, oh, we don't know.
Right.
What's taking so long?
Right. Well,
80 days later.
I don't think they ship it to GameStop. I think they ship it straight to your house. GameStop's just the initial
Just
person.
just a drop
So
off point.
yeah, so it's you drop it off there, they ship it out, and then the company PSA they send it from their company to you directly.
Okay.
So
And plus,
then
when
go ahead.
they probably have it when you fill everything out. They do it all on computer, so it's all in the system before you leave, so that someone can't do that either.
Oh, I'm sure they give you a receipt too. And if anybody in the chat has ever had anything graded and you know how this goes, please feel free to comment, mention it because I'm not 100% sure myself. But so it's $15.99 a card. It's flat rate shipping fee of $4.99. But if you're a pro member through GameStop, it's free shipping. So GameStop will save you the $4.99. Thank you so much. But
So they're
That's
gonna
actually
pretty much
pretty good.
that is a lot of money. It adds up. If you,
well, yeah, especially if you're doing 5 cards.
yeah.
So, and then we're going to move on to the next one here, but this right here is this is the other cards that you can have graded. So football, basketball, hockey, soccer, whatever the card is. You can have any other sports cards graded and it comes up to $19.99 a card. So that's $20 a card.
why are they
So
doing cards? That's what I don't get.
what is it, Randy?
Why are they doing just cards? That's what I don't get. Because you can actually get cartridges and box art graded too.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm hoping, since we're on this subject now, I'm hoping that they start grading games.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That'd be
saying.
awesome.
Because especially that they're doing retro games, especially if you've got a good retro game that you find or somebody else's find or you bought someplace and you can get it graded. I mean, that's only going to help the cause too because you're going to want to go into that game store. You know what I mean?
Question:
Answer.
who's going to get a golf trading card graded?
I'm sure somebody collects
Oh,
golf
there's
trading
somebody
cards.
out there.
Probably the thing is, how often do you really see golf?
See,
Well,
I
I
think
don't know. I mean, I can name like what 2 people like
Tiger
Nicholson and like Tiger Woods. That's pretty
But-
much it.
But we really didn't see those playing cards, trading cards growing up.
No,
that's
baseball and football were the 2 main ones.
Baseball, basketball.
Basketball. Hockey, not really. I mean, I didn't really see a lot of hockey growing up when I was a kid.
Well,
I'm
wrestling
sure it was
now.
there, but soccer never really a big thing. But I'm sure in other places it is. Combat sport, I'm pretty sure it's like what, like UFC. That's what they're talking about there.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat.
Mortal, you think it's Mortal Kombat? Okay, yeah, we'll go with that. I mean, that sounds good. So anyhow, getting back, it's $19.99 a card. Then the shipping is $4.99, but it also has the pro memberships free. This goes up to a $500 value, and the turnaround time is still the 45 days.
But what doesn't make sense? Pokemon cards are worth more than $500.
Right.
That doesn't make sense.
One other question. When are they starting to do this?
Now they're actually doing it right now.
Oh,
So yeah, it's already in the process of doing it. You can take a card out. I don't know if it's all locations or select locations.
I should get my Julius Peppers football card graded.
Yeah. I'm really hoping, in my opinion, they start doing games, because I would love to get a couple games graded.
But
you-
the games
like
are
some games graded
they
too.
get expensive sometimes.
Right. But I mean, it's a good drop off point, though. I mean, that's great that I can take it out there, but I'm telling you, like, I'm sure they're going to give you a receipt or something that claims that that game is yours, but
Yeah,
it worries me, like you said, because people's had problems with GameStops before. So is it going to be something that crash and burns? Or are
now
people
I
going to
don't think it's
get
going to
their
crash
stuff
and
stolen?
burn. I don't think it's going to crash and burn, but it's going to be some problems. Because
I'm
just starting
sure.
out something new, what they're doing is going to be a problem. Because you
Well-
don't get all the hiccups out in one day.
Well, and I'm not saying anything bad about GameStops. I mean, I shop at GameStops, but I've had problems with GameStops in the past. So then I wonder, like, what's going to happen if I take my card out there and it gets lost? Am I just out the card?
And
I
the
mean,
thing,
or are they going to find me a card in the shape that it was in?
but the thing is too, say if it does take off, you know how many shipments and packaging and all that
It might take longer
than.
than it might take
Right.
longer than 45 days.
Well, and it could, and it's only going to take PSA up more. So it was a good thing that they got together and did this. But
Oh.
it's going to be a lot more business for one now.
The thing is, if this takes off, I could see GameStop stop.
I think George left us.
Something happened.
He just let's. Oh, hi George. You took a break. Okay, welcome back.
What happened?
Now I don't know what happened, but go ahead. What was you
But
saying?
what I was saying, I can't even remember now.
We were talking about card grading. So, here's one of my things is with this whole card grading thing. Is there going to be issues? What kind of issues are there going to be? Who's going to replace these issues if it happens?
Right?
So
Yeah, that's the thing.
Right, and I mean, I'm sure somebody's. I mean, because if you have something that you assume is going to be an 8 to a 10, are they going to find you another 8 to 10 to replace that? It's not like they can pull it right off the shelf and be like, I have one.
Yeah,
And
that is true.
This is what I was saying, and now I remember after you just said that. I was going to say they could stop selling games and just go into selling sports stuff.
Card
And
grade.
just keep
That's right.
GameStop. It could just be for sports.
Well, and so,
But
when you read their website and stuff and talk about it a little bit, they they say that if it's between an 8, a 9, or a 10, you can use that for a trade-in.
Oh yeah. Oh
So I'm
yeah. You get like 50 cents for it, and they
Well,
make it sell for 1,000.
50 cents is a little much. I mean, more like 25 to 30 cents.
Oh
Calm
my
down.
bad.
Calm down.
Yeah, but you know what they trying to do also? This would help getting them pro membership without having to keep paying for shipping. This
Well,
is
yeah,
helping
'cause-
with their pro memberships.
Right. And
That's
I mean,
probably
now,
what they try and do also.
now my thing is here's another thing. Okay, you do one card, it's $4.99. Now, if you do 2 cards, does it take that value up? Like, does the shipping keep going up with the more cards you put?
Oh, that's true. The weight.
Oh no, they said no. They said it's flat rate shipping.
Okay. So, I
The
mean,
only flat rate
they
is
said it's-
probably a
it said
post
in
office.
they're going to ship it probably what, standard mail then?
Yeah,
That explains where the
because
45
they
days
probably
come in.
have to have a safety box, not safety, but a box that's not going to destroy your
Well,
card.
and that's my thing too. You ship it, and we all know how shipping goes. Like, what if it gets damaged in shipping? Like, who's responsible? I would like to know more about like who's responsible if something happens.
Because during Christmas time, it's gonna be hell. You
Oh, I'm
won't
sure
see,
it'll
you
be
won't get that card in probably for almost 3 months.
yeah, it'll be hectic. I mean, it's and then you're gonna
During
end up
Christmas time, because I work at a post office, it's a hectic at our post office, and we're small.
right.
Imagine all those people shipping all those boxes.
Hey, I'm gonna be right
It's
back. And I'm
All
kind
right,
of leaving the room and coming right back.
all right, we'll still be here. Anyhow, they have so they have that, Ron, and then I guess you got to take the card and you got to have it in a like a hard sleeve
That makes sense.
when
You
you
should do
give it.
that. You want to, yeah, you should
Right.
do that.
But still, I mean, them hard sleeves we all know that can be bent.
Yeah, but you could always put in a hard plastic one also.
I
But
mean, that's
be smart on GameStop also. They should sell those at the shop.
oh, I'm
But
sure they will give them time.
yeah,
They'll be. You have to buy them in a case though of like 100. You can't just get one. You have to buy
right.
them in a case of 100. So yeah, that'll be. Hi George, welcome back again.
Yeah, some you guys were breaking up on my. I couldn't hear you guys talk.
Okay.
You sound like a robot.
So here we go. 99% of people in the cards do use the top loaders, which are the plastic protector cases, right? Yeah, and that's what we were kind of saying too. That's the thing that everybody's got them top loaders, and they're. I mean, I have cards that I want to protect, but I'm just worried about like getting damaged in shipping. Like
Yeah,
that's
that's a thing. That's a like I just said. At Christmas time is gonna be hell.
right. Oh, it's gonna be a disaster.
Because
Yeah.
what's funny, I found we found packages that would from a year later come to our post office.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
that's
sure.
nice.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, they yeah ship them. Randy, what do you got there? I'm gonna show everybody there. What do you got there?
Too, that are hard cased.
Okay, so you got that kind of hard case. That wouldn't be bad.
No, those are the good ones because those really protect the card.
Is
I
that
mean,
road dog or badass bitty gun?
that's both of them.
Both of them. Autograph.
Yeah,
Oh, you
that,
got both
is,
autographs?
is that when we went to the Ohio Fest?
No, this one's not from that. My brother actually got this for me for Christmas one year.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's
cool.
awesome.
Okay. So
I
he
could-
got that autographed and gave it to you.
Yeah, it's legit.
Okay.
Signature 'cause I matched it with my other autographs.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's
Well, that's
No,
good.
his brother signed it.
His brother signed it before he walks in. What were you pointing to back there?
That's the road dog one I got at the fan fest.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We went to the Ohio Fan Fest, me and Randy,
Uh-huh.
and man, I didn't realize
Okay.
how big Road Dog
Hold on, Randy.
was.
Show that again, Randy. Show that again there. That's nice. That was one of my favorite tag teams. I love that tag team.
I love DX growing up.
Hands
I just
down
got
one of the
done
best
watching
tag teams.
that. Did you watch that McMahon documentary yet?
I
I
watched
haven't watched it yet.
Oh, it's good.
Well, people say it really puts a lot of light on McMahon and what he was like.
Oh, no, this is before everything came out. They
Yeah.
were filming this before all that. They
Oh,
even say it
okay.
before the show starts. It's just about how he got the company and stuff like that.
Well, he got it off his dad, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he paid for
Right.
it for $1 million.
Yeah.
Right. Well, was it dad's money that he gave him, then gave it back to him?
No, his
No,
money.
he actually made it himself.
Well, he was an announcer for the longest time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his dad made him. It's like they talk all about it in the TV show.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll have to check that one out. So all right, if anybody doesn't have anything else, we're gonna go ahead and move on here. So the next segment here, we're gonna talk about one guy on here, Randy. He's a writer and he's got this new book coming out. And Randy, I'm gonna let you go ahead and take the stage on this, buddy.
All right. It's called The House of Cards. I actually co-wrote with another buddy of mine, Ryan Ray. Here's the proof for it. That's why it says not for resale on it.
Okay.
It's pretty much a crime mystery, like, bloody horror kind of aspect to it. I can actually read the back for you. The story of which you're about to read is the horrific story of murder and revenge set in the 90s. The grisly details of the murders still haunt the small town of Black Hills, Ohio. So it's set in Ohio.
Okay.
These events occurred. Civilians, along with authorities, began to vanish one by one. The man behind the murders became the real-life boogeyman, lurking in the shadows. Now, what it is, he's a serial killer, obviously.
Right.
But we try to make it unique in the fact that after he does his kill at the crime scene, he'll build these elaborate card houses. Now, within some of the card houses, an actual clue.
So it's kind of like his modem, right? Like his motive, like that's what he does all the time.
Signature.
His signature. That's what I meant more than anything. Yeah, signature.
It's the two agents investigating with all these clues. It's
Okay.
actually inspired by like the Zodiac killer, how he had them cryptic messages.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
So
that's kind of cool. Randy, where can they, if anybody wants a copy of this book, where can they get it at?
we decided to go the cheap route and do print on demand for Amazon.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't have the book yet. I think you have to wait for the release date, which is going to be Halloween 31st.
Oh, that's a good release date. So okay.
Appropriate, right?
So is it going to be on the like the digital Amazon stuff, like the Kindles and stuff? Is that where it's going to be?
Well, for right now, it's going to be the physical softback.
Okay.
Later on, we are going to have the hardcover and the digital.
Okay. All right. That's good.
$8.
So if it, go ahead, Randy.
$8 a copy for it.
That's what I was going to ask. How much they're going to cost? So
Oh, that's a good price.
that's not bad.
Yeah, and you
So
know,
it's
Amazon takes their cut and we get our cut. So
I'm sure. I mean, and no
Yeah,
one.
just
I
like
mean,
everything.
nobody makes a fortune off this stuff either. I mean, so if anybody thinks that anybody's making a fortune, it just don't happen that way.
it's because you release a book doesn't mean you're a millionaire.
Yeah, right,
Anything.
exactly. It doesn't. I mean, that's the biggest thing. And you got people like me that you can't even read. So I just look at the pictures. Is there pictures in the book, Randy?
Oh, there's one.
Okay, that's all I need. Is it a picture of you, Randy? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Front and
So
back.
yeah, I was gonna say that's all I got, right? Okay, perfect. I don't even have to open the book. I've read it all then.
Yeah, I can read it to you. I can come over.
Oh, does it come with an audio? You gonna read it to me?
I'll come to your house and read it to you.
See, that's perfect, and that's
See-
what friends are for. That's
There
how
you
we
go.
become. Yeah, that's how we become more than friends. There, thanks, Randy. I appreciate that, buddy.
He likes to make everything personal, so he shows up to your house for extra fee.
But no, after I pay the extra fee and after I get it autographed by you, then then we can cuddle afterwards or something, right? That's part of the fee,
Yeah,
or is that with
Yeah,
is that extra?
of course.
So yeah, and it's coming to Amazon, right, Randy?
Yeah, it'll be on Amazon the 31st, and I'll share the link with you. And
Yeah, I'll put it in the description below, and then everybody can get a copy if that's what they want. But it's it's a good book. These guys are all good good writers, good storytellers. So
So how long did it take to make?
want me to answer that?
Yeah.
yeah.
8 years.
8 years.
Yeah,
So it's really good detail then, right?
a bunch of rewrites and
It'd be good. We lost
George is
George
kill-
again.
George is killing me.
Isn't it-
Welcome
So-
back again, George.
So
I don't
with,
know. It's
with the
kicking me
story,
out for some reason.
They don't like you today.
it doesn't
Yeah, I
like you.
know.
It's that face.
I
Right.
know.
As you heard me
That's actually pretty awesome. We finally got it done.
yeah, we went through rewrites.
right. Rewrites. Right. We got it.
We wipe on, we wipe off.
Right. Rewrite.
And then,
Right.
we was gonna do a comic. Then it was just gonna be a screenplay.
Okay.
Submit,
So
Well, who
how many
knows?
volumes you gonna have?
Oh yeah, this is part 1. I forgot to mention that. Part 1 of 3.
Okay.
That's awesome. Yeah, congratulations.
Yes. Yes, we're
Also,
proud of
it's-
you after 8 years.
I'm also excited to be a part of Dead Tech with these guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
These guys.
yeah. Cameras backwards.
Yeah, you have to like flop your fingers around it
Are you-
so,
are
like,
you
that
voguing,
way,
Randy?
and yeah.
You're voguing.
So getting all that done. So Randy, anything else you wanna say before we move on with the book there?
And I think that's about it. Just
Okay. we don't want to give too much away either. You know, let it be a surprise for when somebody gets it and wants to read it. You know?
Well, everybody's gonna be surprised it's out.
Yeah. Right.
If-
Well, it comes out on
if we get-
comes out on the 31st. It's a Halloween gift, of course.
Yeah.
Just keep in mind books.
Right. That's right. That's what it is. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and move in. No one's got anything else. We're gonna go ahead and move on to our first trailer actually. So since it's Halloween, we got a really good trailer we're gonna hit. So let's go ahead and let's watch it now.
At first glance, Retro Realms Halloween and Ash vs. Evil Dead might seem like just another typical licensed platform, complete with nostalgic graphics, over-the-top violence, and two beloved recognizable characters. But after playing it became obvious to me that this was something more special, thanks to a world full of nostalgia and Easter eggs from the Halloween and Evil Dead franchises, and gameplay that is so fun and intuitive, I had a hard time putting it down. In fact, I frequently found myself booting up my Steam Deck just so I could play a little bit more. While Halloween and Ash vs. Evil Dead are two separate games, they share the same overworld arcade, feature similar play styles, and allow you to play as both characters in each other's titles. They're still distinct experiences, and I found myself having a hard time deciding which one I preferred playing over the other. That's not to say that both were perfect games, though, since both fell into the usual action platformer trappings of occasionally having too many enemies on screen at once during particularly tricky platforming sections, and offering additional weapons and skills that didn't really seem to help much when compared to the default kitchen knife and chainsaw arm. Getting deeper into the gameplay, the Dark Realm mechanic is one of the better aspects here. By activating it, you can see the world as a demonic representation of itself, which not only features its own unique enemies, but also helps unlock secret pathways and shortcuts. It not only made the world more interesting to look at, but also encouraged me to explore and keep an eye out for hidden collectible Necronomicon pages and Halloween jack-o'-lanterns.
Okay. So, let's go. Ron, go ahead. Hit it off. What'd you think?
No, it looks awesome. It's definitely a different platformer. But what's weird, Ash is a hero. Michael Myers is not.
Right.
Okay, what is the story behind that? How is he saving?
Well, so I guess it's two different games.
Different games, yeah.
It's not one game. It's two different games.
But the thing is, what's Michael Myers' story?
Killing cops and patients and stuff.
Yeah, it's I guess
so
getting points for killing people.
They had that whole transforming realm type thing.
Yeah, and so
I have to play the game and know what's going on.
I'm sure there's a storyline to it. One of the things that I don't know if you guys heard him say or not, but that was Nick from IGN. So I don't know if hey, we actually have a I'm gonna pause for a second before we get too much into things. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys this nice intro on our next guest. So he just appeared, and I'm gonna give him what he deserves there.
Thank you. I'm honored.
And this is Dr. Scott. And if anybody doesn't follow him on YouTube, what are you waiting for? He's a great guy. He does amazing work. So,
Hi,
Scott, thank you for joining us. I'm glad you made it.
Yeah, we just got home, so I'm glad to join you.
All right. Did you get anything good today? Good food?
Yeah, we went to Red Robin. I was like, well, let's take the family out and get the heck out of here.
We went to Red Run. I know that was Ruby Tuesdays. No mind.
Don't mess this up. Yeah, don't mix them together.
No, don't mess that up because that Ruby Tuesday is terrible in Cleveland.
Which one did you go to?
The one by our hotel.
Oh yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it was
so terrible.
But I did pay like a $40 steak.
Yeah.
That was awful. So, yeah, it was pretty bad. So hello, Scott, sir. How we doing?
Good. I'm just glad to be in the chair and talking to you guys. So
we appreciate it. So we just watched the trailer for the Michael Myers and the Ash vs. Evil Dead little game like for Steam and stuff. Did you ever see that trailer?
No, I haven't.
So I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick run so you can kind of see it. I'm not going to watch the whole trailer.
Brian, when
Yes.
you play it again, it's like a double echo for some reason.
Yeah, I can hear that.
I was going to say I don't know why. That's a
When you played it earlier,
Do you have two browser windows open?
Yeah, I do.
Mute one of them.
Okay, let me see here.
Hey, I like your thing. What are you holding out for, Scott?
I guess you'll have to find out.
You got something interesting, Scott?
Oh yes. Well, I'm not going to give it away. I mean, I've told a couple people what's going on.
No, don't give it away.
I'm attempting to get a video ready for a very specific date.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And does
this begin with an O and an F?
O and an F.
You gotta point that out. You know, we're all bad with letters.
I don't want to give a plug to a different website.
No.
You talking about OnlyFans? Is that what you're trying to do?
Oh, that.
Trying to throw. Yeah, he's trying to throw OnlyFans.
And I've got a dirty mind, and I didn't even go there.
It took me a second to build that up in my head, actually.
No, all my OF is all live. I only do live there.
That's just live. Okay.
Yeah, that's looking forward to signing up to it.
That's how I get the most money, baby. Give me the cash.
Give me the money. Show me the money.
His number one supporter.
No,
I support. Yeah. My credit card number is already in and stuff. That's I'm ready. Well, I do the top. I do the top tier. I don't play around with that weak stuff. I'm like throwing $100 a month into it.
Big spinner.
That's it. $100. I would give him $1,000.
Well, there's no other tiers, guys. I'm the highest right now. That's the VIP suite.
Becoming his husband. That's a top.
Well,
tier.
now Lynn will get mad. I can't take over Lynn. That's Lynn. She's. She brings cupcakes and stuff.
She knows I'm a perv. Come on, she's But no, I'm actually my next, not the video that's releasing Monday, because that's the one that I did at it's the collab video that we did at PGX.
Okay.
That's the basically scariest horror games that the people in the video ever played.
Okay.
But the video I'm working on now, I've been gathering props, and I played the game and everything, and I'm hoping to have everything ready for November 2nd. Okay. So hopefully it will be ready, and if it is ready, I will be premiering it at Torg.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we will all be at Torg, and if you're not going to Torg, you need to be going to Torg.
Yes, you do need to be going to Torg, absolutely.
So Mike and Rachel, and we have that at the end of the show here. We'll explain all that, but they're great people. So I want to give you a little clip of this thing. What we're going.
Yeah, let's see it.
You just jumped into this game here.
At first glance, Retro Realms Halloween and Ash vs. Evil Dead might seem like just another typical licensed platform, complete with nostalgic graphics, over-the-top violence, and two beloved recognizable characters. But after playing it, it became obvious to me that this was something more special, thanks to a world full of nostalgia and Easter eggs from the Halloween and Evil Dead franchises, and gameplay that is so fun and intuitive, I had a hard time putting it down. In fact, I frequently found myself booting up my Steam Deck just so I can play a little bit more. While Halloween and Ash vs. Evil Dead are two separate games, they share the same overworld arcade, feature similar playstyles, and allow you to play as both characters in each other's titles. They're still distinct experiences, and I found myself having a hard time deciding which one I preferred playing over the other. That's not to say that.
Okay, so I'm not going to run too much of that, Scott, but what'd you think?
I actually have seen that before. It looks interesting. I'd play it to check it out.
That's kind of where we're all at. Ronnie took a shot. George, what'd you think of that one?
I really don't care too much for the Halloween one, but the Ash vs. Evil Dead one, it looks freaking awesome.
That was my favorite one.
There's a game called Hunt Down. It's like that. Man, it's freaking awesome.
Hunt Down, I did a review for it. Watch it. You'll love it.
Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite platform games I ever played. Hunt Down. The characters and all that, the boss fights, freaking amazing.
All a great 80s references and stuff in that. Really, really fun game. Yeah.
And there's another one called Road Force. Another great game. It's all action heroes. Like every time you die, you become a different action hero. from the 80s and stuff like that. Not a great game.
You said not a great game?
It's another one. It's a great
another
game.
great game. I'm sorry. I thought you said it wasn't a great game. So, yeah, Randy, what did you think of that trailer?
I think it looks great. I want to
It
play
looks
both.
bloody.
I like the bloody. I like side scrollers, like the old retro style.
Well, what I like about it is like the blood actually hits the screen, goes down.
Yeah.
For even like a little scroller type of game. It's kind of interactive, so I kind of like that.
You
It
know what
actually
it kind
looks
of
pretty
remind me
good.
of? It almost remind me of Super Ghosts and Goblins. Super Ghosts and Ghouls on the Super NES.
Okay, yeah,
Like, because some of the when he was going down from the pillars, it's like when those birds and stuff, vultures are shooting eggs at you.
okay.
It kind of remind me of that.
So yeah,
Or
that's
the
actually
skeletons. I mean,
a good game. So I mean, is that Scott? Is that something that you would pick up and play? You're muted there. You're muted there, Scott. I think.
So I didn't want to go click, 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 click in everybody's ears.
There you go.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I really like Hunt Down. That was a really fun game. I do like a lot of side scrollers, but I think sometimes I'm not very good at most platformers. But these ones, for some reason, I am okay with because it's not your typical Mario style platformer, and which I'm terrible at. So, but yeah, I would definitely, especially the Ash versus Evil Dead. That one looks really good.
Now, did you ever see? You remember the show that Ash had going for a while?
I never watched it, and I
oh,
actually,
they were
really?
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
It was a
awesome.
great show.
and they canceled it, and I was so depressed because I don't watch a lot of shows and TV, but I was really into that one, and I made sure that I watched it.
And they
Well, they-
left it off on a cliffhanger. Like,
Yes.
Because, but don't say anything. I don't know if anybody else finished the seasons yet.
Right.
But how they left it off, I'm like, really? You just gonna cancel the show after it got that's good?
yeah,
Right.
give us at least an ending. You know, I mean, I
Yeah.
haven't watched it yet, and it's in
Right.
my queue, just like the show Chucky. That just
I
got
was gonna
canceled.
just say that.
And I heard that show's really good too.
Yeah, it is.
But you know, just like they had the show, the Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Oh,
Okay.
I
That ended
love that
on-
show.
That was a great show, and they ended on that really big cliffhanger, and I'm like, no, not now. So
And I don't know why they do that with these episodes that they do when they cancel them. I mean, you got to know it's coming. Like, rewrite the last episode, do something, give us
Yeah.
something to hope
Closure.
for.
That's like a
Yeah.
show I
Closure.
watched. Jericho.
Oh, I love that.
that was
show
a fun
too.
show. Yeah, I like that show.
And they left that off. Like
Yeah,
I
'cause-
was so disappointed in it.
That was half a season, that second season, and it was just like, well, what's going on? You know?
Yeah.
Well, and we were talking last week, Scott. We were talking about the Halo that was on. They had the Halo episodes that were on,
Yeah.
and a lot of people stopped after they showed his face. He took his helmet off.
Well, that show was, number one, I refused to watch it because of how, number one, people who are true fans of the Halo show or of the Halo games know what those guys were trying to go for there, and what they were going for was not Master Chief based. It was not following Master Chief and Cortana. It was following some other character or whatever. And I may be speaking out of turn because I'm only reporting on what I've heard other people say. And
Hey Scott, I'm gonna hold. Can you hold that thought one
Yeah.
second? I'm gonna get one more guest in that just showed up.
Uh-oh.
So I'm gonna give him his little intro here, and we'll move on from here. I love these intros, and gives you guys the props you deserve. So without further ado, here's our next guest.
yes,
Welcome, sir.
there it is.
Welcome.
Welcome, everybody.
Thank
Hey,
you for
what's
making
up?
it. We
How we
appreciate it.
doing? Good to see
So-
everybody.
We're doing good. I hope you two like the intro. I kind of whipped that together just before we started talking.
Yeah, I
appreciate that.
really dug it.
So I wanted to give you guys the props you deserve. Both great YouTubers, Mysticallys, and he does awesome work, and he's big into Dreamcast, so that's his
Oh, yeah.
thing, and he's doing a lot of the video games monthly, unboxings. So If you
Oh, that's
definitely haven't
awesome.
checked out his channel, please do so. He does great work.
Matt and Jay Malone do, I think, the best job at doing the,
Yes.
because the VGM
Agree.
videos, and they're both different styles in the way they do it. Now, Game Dad does a good job too, but
Yeah.
I mean, there's tons of people out there that do it, but of the ones that I've seen, and not just because Matt's a friend and because Jay's a friend,
Right.
but it's just like I prefer watching these guys over anybody else. So
Well,
You nerd. I like theirs too.
and the thing about it is they do great work. And I literally I have a list of people on the top in my subscriptions that I go to, and it's definitely it's Dr. Scott, it's Jay, it's Mysticles, it's Chris, and Chris Game Dad, but they all do amazing work. And LL Cool Games, she's getting into it a little bit. So I mean, I love watching your guys' content, and I try to stay up on it as much as possible. So yeah, with that being said, hey, Matt, I know you just missed the trailer, but did you see any of the Ash versus Evil Dead and the
I'm gonna get comfortable. Go ahead.
okay, yeah, the small platformer game?
I have not.
Okay. Yeah, take a load off there, Scott. Relax a
Well,
little bit.
I mean, look, my office is a mess right now. We're filming. I mean, you can see I got 2 green screens up, so I don't care. I'm just
Right. I thought you was doing the whole Mr. Rogers thing with the shoes. I thought
well,
you was going to ask
I'm
us
gonna
to
get
be
my
your
sweater
neighbor.
out of the cabinet. So I don't
You got the sweat. There's a
Your
future
penny
show for
loafers.
you. Let's do a future. Let's do a future show for that. I'm small enough. I could be one of the puppets.
I'm sorry.
So-
I interrupted Matt with my shoes. Go on, Matt.
That's okay, Matt. But anyhow, yeah, it was the Ash versus Evil Dead. It was like a Steam game.
You want to
Yeah,
just show them the
I'm
10-second
aware.
clip?
I'm gonna run a quick 10-second clip. I've showed the clip like 3 times now. I feel bad for anybody watching, but I want to keep these guys up on.
It's a good
on
clip.
The date.
Show it.
So I'm gonna show it one more time here. It's an IGN clip.
At first glance, Retro Realms Halloween and Ash vs. Evil Dead might seem like just another typical licensed platformer, complete with nostalgic graphics, over-the-top violence, and two beloved recognizable characters. But after playing it became obvious to me that this was something more special, thanks to a world full of nostalgia and Easter eggs from the Halloween and Evil Dead franchises, and gameplay that is so fun and intuitive, I had a hard time putting it down. In fact,
So Matt, I'm not gonna run that whole trailer again, but that's the game we're talking about.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
it looked interesting.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. I don't know how much it's gonna cost or how much it is. Ron, did you say it was on other platformers too?
It's on Xbox and PlayStation, all that still. But each game costs $25 a piece. If you want to buy it separate, and it's like $50 for both of them together.
So I thought what together,
No, you can buy them separate.
No, it's 2 different games.
but I thought they were 2 separate games. Like
No,
on
you
the
could
same
buy
game.
You could buy them in a bundle. It just you could buy it separate too.
Now,
You said
if I'm not mistaken, because if I remember later in the trailer, they said that there's a way that you can have them both interacting, though. If you have
Yeah,
both
you
games.
can play them in both games.
Yeah.
So and they were saying too that the upgrades on the game, how you could upgrade his power and things like that it doesn't really do anything. Like it's not really noticeable of like upgrades in the game. So I heard him say that too.
Was that like an IGN trailer or what was that?
Yeah, that was the IGN trailer. I believe that was Nick from IGN. He did that little trailer there, and it was I mean, it looked good. I liked it. I liked how interactive it was with like the blood going on the screen and going down,
Yeah, right.
and the lightning, and there's a whole bunch of different Easter eggs too. They were saying in the game.
Like I said, I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd play it.
So that's what I was saying there. So
They can
That's-
send us all codes and we will review it for them.
we have no
Right.
problem with that. Go ahead and ship it to us, and we'll put it on here, and we'll have fun with it. It'll be a big game night. So we're gonna go ahead and scoot on with the next segment. The next segment we do is right here. Retro Rewind. And that's a beautiful voice by myself, actually. So
I thought it was sexy.
don't be too harsh on it. Don't sound like Yoda, but it's so anyhow, in the Retro Rewind here, we're going to take a couple ads and we're going to just review them and go back to some memory lane here on some ads.
All right.
So this ad right here, I'm going to add to it. Ronnie wanted to bring this up. So look at the price of this.
So we were talking about the Halo original Xbox.
Yeah.
If I found that I was looking for on eBay, see how much I could get it for, and I seen this on eBay.
$700.
Sure, yeah, go for that. Show me that.
So do you see? Let me see here. Let's pull it up here. Give me 1 sec here, guys. Let me get it straightened around.
Yeah,
here
no, wait till you see this price.
Okay, y'all see it? Everybody good? Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boom.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Yes.
That's
Wow.
pocket change.
Does anybody
that's-
want to?
that's
Anybody
pretty
anybody writing the check for this?
That's all good.
I know of one of the blue ones of that from Canada that's near me sealed, and they want 20,000, but that's
Ugh.
pretty high.
Hey,
Yeah,
let's always chip in on this, and we can
Yeah,
just
let's all-
take turns
Yeah.
to have it in our house.
Yeah. Listen, I don't even think I can chip in on this and be okay.
Right?
I have 2 words for that seller: bite and me.
I
Me.
thought you mean buy me.
No.
Listen,
No.
I would have to like convince my girlfriend to let me take out 2 mortgages on the house.
Hey, just sell your kidney on the black market.
oh, I don't even know. I don't even think you're gonna get that much for a kidney.
Yeah,
like-
not one
Yeah.
kidney.
Well, maybe
Like-
now it's a good time to have my OnlyFans. Maybe I.
You know who'd be hilarious? If with a bunch of bricks in there.
Listen, if I paid $100,000 and got an empty box or bricks, I would probably be in prison for the rest of my life. Actually,
It's all
that
right.
blue one that's near me. It's been on Marketplace off and on for probably 2 years, and the dude has had it listed at 20,000. He'd probably take less, but it's the Canadian version. It's the same
Yeah,
thing,
the
but blue.
blue one.
Yeah.
And this is sealed though, right? This is
Yeah.
not
yes.
open.
Right,
It's,
yeah,
it's like
this one's sealed too. Yeah.
85.
Okay.
It
What?
says VGA 85 gold new seal original Xbox Halo Green Special Edition.
So
Right.
services are actually graded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually graded.
Oh,
He-
okay.
But
he
the thing
will
is, look
never-
at his product review. He had
Yeah.
one. I really trust that.
Hey,
One review.
He got 5 stars.
He
Listen,
will
if-
never sell it, or she.
No.
They will never sell it.
If they sell this, the market for that thing would be so high. Every price would raise up on it. You know, it would just be a mess.
Well, on top of that, he'll have a lot of money for my OnlyFans then. So there you go. I mean,
Right,
You know,
yes,
now,
yeah,
now,
you're
now that I have a page, you know.
Yeah, you know now, and go ahead and subscribe. It's all funny content there
Do
too.
you like my new show? It's OnlyFans. Dr. Scott.
Really pushing that OnlyFans, Scott.
He's
Yes,
trying.
he's throwing it out there. So if you haven't subscribed to it, it's $100 a month.
Yeah, well, the
Right.
YouTube thing really isn't working out, so I figured, you know,
I heard
Right,
he
you-
does feet stuff.
That's why
Yeah.
That's why he took his shoes off. He's trying to
He's
support
getting
it
ready.
already.
I'm
What
getting
was that,
ready. I'm
Randy?
getting ready.
Getting ready for the next show.
So here's an old Toys R Us ad.
Oh wow.
So this is
That's
what
definitely an old one.
things used to be here. I mean, you got ColecoVision, you got the Atari 2600 to 5200, and the Intellivision. I believe that's the
little robot.
Intellivision too.
That little robot down there, Perry Fractic, has 2 of those.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I
Look at
always
the
like.
price of some of the 5200 games too. Like that's not cheap back then. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
No. And then that's the thing. You got Frogger here. It says on the side. You got Frogger going for what, $25?
Right.
So Mr. Dew, you got that. Mr. Dew's like it's 36 something here.
You know, fast forward just a little bit, you'd be buying, you know, full-fledged JRPGs on the PS1 for $20. You know what I mean?
Right. And the
So-
Atari 2600, the 4-switch there. I mean, that's 48. I mean, you can get them now cheaper. I'm pretty sure. I've got like 3 of them actually. So
That's about right.
yeah,
Yeah,
is
that's
that what
probably
they're
about
running
right.
now?
Yeah.
I think I paid about $30, something like that for the one I have.
You get one in real good shape with, you know, like maybe a joystick and the and a set of paddles. You know, between $50 and $60.
Yeah.
Well, you know, if you go to a shop, maybe 80.
I got the Intellivision too. I paid a little bit more for it. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't pay $49 for it for sure. I want to say that I ended up paying. It was probably about 100
Wow.
in the box. It was complete.
That's the one you showed that show, right?
No, that's the Commodore 64.
Oh, okay.
The Intellivision's down in the game room there, so that's where that's all at.
Do you let your kids play that thing?
Yeah, right. Okay. Oh yeah, sounds good, but no, not without supervision. Be all damaged. So let's look at this old ad here. So this is straight. This is straight. Anybody remember this? Look at this kid. This kid's all rocking out the laser tag gear.
Look at Teddy Ruxpin.
Teddy Ruxpin.
I actually have both of these in my collection.
Nice.
So
the
Don't
one
you have
thing
that little woman doll too, Brian?
no, I don't have the little woman doll. I couldn't get that as a kid. They wouldn't let me.
I know he has a life-size doll.
Yeah, well,
It
I
has,
mean
it
that's
has a big, and then he blows it up too.
well, it takes a lot of air. Don't put helium in them things. They just float everywhere.
Get
And
back
then
down here. We're
then
going to
you
be
can't-
busy tonight.
Right, you can't get them down there.
You can't keep them with you, Brian.
No, then they hit off the fan and shoot across, and it's just you have to chase them all over the room. It's all bad.
He got so much duct tape on it right now because he got so many holes hitting the ceiling fan.
And then if her mouth goes on the ceiling fan blade, then she's just spinning around and around and around and around.
That's all she does. Yeah, yeah, it's a mess.
And she looks like
literally
an old waterbed with all those patches.
right. Well, I've never tried to put water in them. That might work. I used to have them.
That's an
have 'em water.
idea. Hey.
It's like a punching clown.
Yeah.
You put Jello in them and you put her in the fridge for a while. Never mind.
Well,
Boom.
you might actually have an idea on that.
I think we're on to something.
It sounds like he tried it before.
Right. Yeah. Definitely.
This is innovating right now. This is me. This is me, Steve Jobsing right now.
This is it, guys. This is it. And if you guys need one, once he
movie.
gets them, we'll put the link in below, and you guys will be able to pre-order them. And
It was a movie did something similar, but with an apple pie.
oh, there was that movie. I thought you was going. I thought you was going with that. Was it Megan or whatever? Is that it? Is it Megan? Is that what it is?
Was that
the Megan doll?
The Megan doll, right? Yeah.
I hope
So
I hope the Megan doll, so her head spins around, she spits pea soup everywhere.
We're going right to The Exorcist on this point here. So that was another good movie. I miss the good movies. They don't make the movies like they used to anymore.
Oh, we just saw Smiler 2 last night. Man, that was freaking awesome.
Yeah. I believe this is Len. So
the tax write-off. It's a tax write-off. Come on.
Yeah. Hey, it's okay, Len. Like let him do his thing. You know, like
everybody's doing it.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, it's a tax write-off now. You know, the channel's making a little bit of money now. It's a tax write-off. Anything I buy for the channel's a tax write-off.
Yes, it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. Well, hold on. Wait, before that comment, we'll throw that comment up there, but I don't think she needs it. I don't.
But it's only game fetishes.
All right. I won't get another. Did I say another? Never mind.
Right. Wink, wink. Right. So, yeah, that'll be a fun time. So, all right, well, we'll move on here and keep this show rolling. So right now we're going to we always do one commercial break in each show that give us a minute to refresh and rewind and get ready for the next segment here. So here's our show.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I don't wanna grow up. Toys, rockets, they got toys that I play with. I don't wanna grow up. I'm toys, we got the best for so much less. Really, from right to train to video games. It's the biggest toy store there is. I don't wanna grow up, 'cause baby, it's my day. I couldn't be a Toys R Us kid. More games, more toys. I wanna be a Toys R Us kid.
Okay, so who misses them retro commercials as much as I do?
I do.
I love them retro commercials. I think we lost Randy. He messaged me. He said lost his connection there, but I love them retro commercials.
Or while he's gone, let's talk. No.
Yeah. Let's get it now. But no, them commercials are something good. Did you see how the one kid that's on the commercial going more games, more toys, like super excited about it?
Well,
So
sure, that's how they paid him in games and toys. They didn't give him any money.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't get a dime for that. He literally just got like, here's a whole bunch of games, kid. Have a good day.
No, his parents got the money.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody got something. He probably got a toy, at least one. I'm sure.
Yeah,
But,
the
yeah.
retro commercials definitely are awesome, though. Even the Japanese Saturn ones, they
Mhm.
blow me away.
So I like to add them in. I like to do at least a minute of commercial through the show. That's part of our like break segment here. But I like to make it as realistic as possible. So that way, memories are brought back with people. So that's kind of our thing we do in the show.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, it's pure nostalgia, literally.
Right.
Like I remember some of these commercials that I seen when I was a kid.
You gotta
And-
do the Skip It commercial next. Everybody remembers that commercial.
The Skip It commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely add that one to the commercial set. But that's actually a good thing. And like I said, it's just to bring back memories. A lot of people they don't get a chance to relive that. So this is the way of letting them relive their childhood a little bit. So, and I'm sure like Scott does all kinds of funny things. So if you're definitely into that, he's great. So definitely check him out. I gotta throw a little punches here for you, Scott.
Well, that the one video that I did, the Resident Evil 4 remake.
Yeah.
The whole thing was just me trying to sell the game to people. And I was dressed up in the salesman costume. It was like like almost like an infomercial or a telethon, if you will.
Right.
And they have my clones selling the game back there, taking orders for it and stuff.
Right.
So I say any way you can get people engaged, whether it be with a good laugh or something like that. And these commercials did it really great. They had a great jingle.
Right.
All the kids were adorable kids, and they were on all these toys.
Are you sure adorable?
I thought they were all kind of cute. I mean, I didn't see any little ugly bastards in there. I thought they were,
Commercials nowadays are definitely missing jingles, though. Like, that's just something you don't see anymore.
And that's just like why we show them on the show, because the commercials, even the gaming commercials anymore, they don't have that feel that they used to have. To make when you were sitting in front of the TV going, "Oh my God, Mom, I have to get this game."
No, the Sega commercials were my favorite commercials.
Yeah, how they all ended with the Sega. Yeah, that was.
I like the one where they shot the 64 with the shotgun. That was awesome.
Yeah, I seen one today with it was a groundhog when they released the Sonic game. It was the groundhog laying on the ground going Sega.
Well, what was it? When they released the Mortal Kombat at home, that was a really good commercial too.
Oh yeah,
yes. Yeah.
That's they recreated that with Batista.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I saw that.
Yeah, they did for Mortal Kombat 1, the new one.
Oh, okay, no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Like I said, it's just a way of getting people to come back and relive a little bit of childhood with these commercials. So, I hope everybody likes them. I know they're a minute of everybody's time, but I do appreciate everybody that's joining us and just likes what we like, guys. I mean, we're all retro gamers. We all go to these conventions. We all have fun. This is all we do. And Scott's been nothing but nice to us. Mystically's has been great to us. And all these amazing people that have these channels, we all kind of link up and just join together, and it's fun. It's a good time.
Absolutely.
And we have a lot of time, and we always promote everybody else's stuff. I mean, I can't say how great you guys have been, a friend of the channel, and we do appreciate everything that you guys give us of your time. I know you guys are busy as well, but like I said, from the bottom of our heart, we thank you.
Oh, anytime. We you guys are great guys, and friends of ours. So
And
anything we do to help.
We
all about the
definitely
community.
appreciate it. Right, and we've been on. George has jumped off again. He'll be back. Give him 5 minutes. Yep,
He'll
he's
be
back
back in
already.
the-
Here we go. Hi, George. I don't know.
If
Don't ask.
if you wanted Brian to move you, just ask him. He can drag you to a different.
Yeah,
planet.
like he didn't. Yeah, he didn't. I could have just went like this and switched.
There you
You know,
go.
and people. Yeah, could have just switched people. You know, you don't have to get off to reposition yourself. So okay,
Nah.
let's go ahead and move on. We're gonna move to our next little trailer here. We always do two trailers a game, so that way you guys know 2 trailers a show. So here's the next trailer. So that's a quiet place.
Yeah.
I just heard about that game this morning, watching Gene's live stream, and Lauren mentioned something about that in the chat. And
It looks good.
Yeah, it looks fun.
So yeah, that's a game that's it's going to be interesting because it's all based, if I'm not mistaken, off sound. Like it can actually hear sound, and that's what brings these creatures to you.
Yeah, they're great movies too.
I haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
The day one was good.
Yeah.
So that's
I enjoyed them.
I'm kind of interested in that. I was wondering though, like if you have kids, how's that game going to work for you? You're pretty much dead.
I guess
my kids can't be quiet.
You got to wait for them to go to bed, or you have to wait. Something.
When Brian plays video games like that, he screams. So he wake the kids back up and they go game over.
Listen, I ain't done. Listen, Silent Hill was my game, but after that, I was downhill. So that's been.
Yeah, they said that it's the microphone thing. It's going to be an option in the game, so it's not going to be you have to use your microphone to play it. So,
but you probably get a better experience having a microphone.
Yeah, but can you imagine you're sitting there, you have a bowl of chips next to you, you want to get a drink, and you can't do that? It's like, oh, shit.
You can't do
I'm getting thirsty here. Can I pause the game? No.
The thing is, it might teach people if they have a little bit better manners eating their food.
Right. Eat your chips later. You're playing a game.
You throw a chip in the mouth, could be the end of your game.
Is it risky to being fat and eating that chip?
It should be like a Tamagotchi. Once you're dead on the game, that's it.
You're dead in real life.
Yeah.
The Zombie did that for Wii U. When he was dead, he was dead.
Yeah.
So
I always play that game. I usually play that game at least once every October, and I've gotten through it with one survivor. I've been playing it for years, but it's hard as hell.
It's a good game.
Oh yeah.
I have it back here, but I have not. I checked it out, but I haven't played it.
It's best on the Wii U too. I think it's been ported. I think it's on Steam and shit now, but it's.
But
best
I
with
love the controller, the backpack and stuff on your controller. I love
put in,
that.
like digital codes and shit sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only
Great
thing I
game.
didn't like about it, you blow a zombie's head off, he's still coming at you. With a half a head.
Well, they were more powerful. They were more powerful.
Right.
That's an unfair zombie.
Right.
I don't like that.
Yeah, but that's anybody gonna pick that game up? Anybody looking to pick that game up?
I'm definitely gonna play it. It looks good.
It's only $30.
I'd check it out, but only after I've watched the movies, because I haven't seen them yet.
You didn't see the movies?
I have not seen them. No.
I gotta be the same way. I haven't seen them either.
They're good.
Yeah, I gotta
I
watch
don't
those.
understand about a lot of new movies either. I typically don't like a lot of newer movies, but The Quiet Places, they're pretty good.
Well, I just watched Saw 10, aka Saw X, this past week, and that was out a year ago.
Oh, so
Right,
you haven't seen Jigsaw yet?
No, that's the one before. That's the one
Oh
two
yeah, it
before that.
was. It was the
yeah,
one
Saw
before
X
that. I
is the
forgot
Right.
they
next one.
did the X with the lights.
I bought that.
Yeah, yeah, because it goes Jigsaw, then Spiral, then this one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Spiral was okay.
That they made it too funny. They
Yeah,
made Chris Rock too funny in that movie.
yeah.
That's the only thing that took me away from it.
Well, if I'm not
Because it's
mistaken,
not-
I believe he co-wrote it.
really.
I think or co-produced it or something, and I think that had something to do
Yeah.
with it. But
Yeah,
that's
he did.
you're right.
Do something.
A Saw movie, I mean, unless there's something incidentally funny, there shouldn't be anything that's,
Funny in that type of
funny.
movie.
No, but
Well,
yeah,
maybe
it's like
his finger cut off.
Yeah, it's like that scene when he's kicking the crap out of that one guy. He's making it funny the whole time. Some kind of drug dealer or whatever.
but yeah,
Spiral.
I would definitely check that game out though. But it's only $30. That's not bad.
And that's what I was saying. Who said it was $30? Did you one of you guys say it was $30?
I
George, did you
did.
say 30? So I mean
Yeah.
that's not a horrible price for it. I
It's
mean,
better than 75.
It must
Now,
be short.
here's a question
Yeah.
though. Is it gonna be an add-on for the voice thing? Is that gonna be a DLC type of thing?
No, probably
No,
not.
it's in the game already.
It's already included in the game.
So just an option.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
option.
So the price is what's going to get people to buy that game.
Right. Now is it for all
Well-
all platforms?
Yeah, all platforms.
Is that what it's running? All platforms?
Great, I
Okay.
can get it for the
Yeah.
2600.
Yeah. I mean you
Nice.
Oh, not that far back. Okay.
I mean you probably could.
Remake.
We could mod that. We could fix it. It could be there. I'm definitely sure we could get that all working out. So all right. Well, let's see. Let's move on here. So now it's time for you guys and your comics. So here we are. This is where you
Nice.
two thrive. Go ahead, knock them out.
So I'm not just a co-host of Retro Trade. I'm also a comic book creator of Nukem Comics, and my brother George is a creator of
That's-
Nukem Comics.
That's
And
me.
Randy, he left. He's a creator of our comics also. So
Yeah, Randy's having a hard time getting on.
we've been working on a zombie one. Oh, before I even get started with that, do you guys read Intergalactic Deathmatch yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah, I have not. I have a
Um,
huge stack of stuff to get to.
I have those I have to read, and I still
Did you
have
get your
not.
eyeglasses? Did you
I
read
did.
glasses? Okay.
I did, and it was great to actually read the menu at Red Robin tonight. It was really nice. Instead of going, okay, I think that's
honey, can you read this?
yeah.
You mean
Well,
you mean Len doesn't read you the menu?
Well, but
Crazy.
she only reads me the kids stuff. Then it's like, look, honey, you can get
Everybody likes
chicken
to have it,
fingers. No, but no, I haven't started that. And I haven't read Sheldon Higdon's book yet either. And considering that I've been working heavily on this video, very very heavily on this video, trying to get it done. And I had three other projects that I was working on all at the same time. One for Stephen Haywood. And then I did a graphic design project for him. And then there's one that I'm supposed to be helping out with. Well, I am helping out, but I haven't really had the opportunity to get into it yet with for Gamer Aimer and Stephen Haywood as well. That's also a graphic design project. So any of my reading is probably going to take place after Torg, just because. With Torg coming up and prepping for that and trying to get this video ready. Plus, we're also going to be shooting one of Harley's videos at Torg as well. I haven't had, but your comic is literally, hold on, this side right here. So right here, if this curtain wasn't down, your comic is right there. Yeah, they're sitting right there on that shelf. So
you said Harley's going to be at Torg, huh?
Torg will be at Torg, yes.
All right.
So I when I announced that we were coming to Torg, Well, I don't want to say too much because I know she's watching out there, and we're keeping some stuff close to the vest here on her account. But Jay Malone chimed in a chat one night. And he goes, "Wait a minute, I get to meet Harley? Oh my gosh!" And in all caps, and I was like, "Yeah, Harley's coming to Torg," and he's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so excited!"
That's awesome. And Jay's such a great guy. He really is.
But back to your comic though. So we went so far off.
We always do. It's always left field,
and that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm very much looking forward to this project you guys are working on, because just from what I saw from just like glancing at it, it's gorgeous. And like I told Ron before, I said, even though you may have had someone else work on the actual art, the words that you put into that created that art. It actually created the visualization for that artist. So do not discount that you are the person who helped create that visualization as well. You may not have put pen to paper. You may not have, put a pencil down and done the sketches, but you created the imagery for that. So, the three of you guys did that. So I'm looking very much forward to that.
Yeah, and what's funny about that is people ask me, "Did you do this artwork?" Like, no, I want to be a custodian still if I could draw like this.
It's like, no, I'm the writer. I'm the writer.
Right.
And
it's a great comic. I think I have every one of them, and I'm gonna add that one to my collection as soon as it gets released.
So, with Nude's comic book coming out, this is a revise of Dead Tech. So the first time we did not have blood in it. It was blood, but it was just normal gray blood. So we want to add detail to it, so make the comic stick out better. So we made our cover exactly like what's inside a comic book. This is issue 1 of Dead Tech. So with this, you get issue 2 also. It's going to be on the Kickstarter starting soon. So we're going to have the link in the description down below when it's all said and done. So with the inside, what's cool, what I made with the inside, I found some New York blood skyline.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I have get the old issue of this and show you. We had a whole different logo, so we went with a plain, basic logo this time. So we want to make it big and stick out. So and we thought it was pretty cool. I think it looks better this way because what you see on the cover is what you get. What's inside the book. So if you a lot of comics, the cover looks better than what's inside.
Yeah, sometimes a lot of the comics are like that. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, so we want to do something different. Actually, make it like what's inside the comic. Yeah. So this issue 2. Let me show you issue 3 cover real fast. So this is issue 3's cover.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool. I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say the lighting's not real good.
That's pretty nice. Is that an eyeball down there? That's the eyeball, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys have, when you read the issue 2 and stuff, you'd see why the eye's red like that.
And
so it's bloody. It's really bloody.
With issue 3, we're gonna have a whole thing with the whole eyeball thing, and it's just like giving a hint to what's coming into that issue.
Yeah.
Well, that's a
we're
plus. I
excited.
mean, and it's all black and white with slight color.
Yeah, it's black and
all the gory details is red, colored red. So
I give you one.
So like a Sixth Sense type of thing.
Issue 1.
Like Sin City or something.
Yeah.
So this is issue 1.
Okay. So I can see the color in it.
Oh yeah. That's cool.
So
it makes the gory details pop more with that gray tones we have.
That's pretty clever. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a nice little thing, the black and white and then slight color, not full color, but slight color.
See, my
because it
wife,
pops. It's
my
like
wife,
it gives it.
she read The Walking Dead for a while, and she knew a lot of stuff that was coming before it actually happened on the show. And I mean, I know that they didn't stay right, in line with everything, but she goes, "Oh yeah, this is what's, I read about this and I read about that." So I tried reading it, and she got it from the library, and I tried reading it. I couldn't get into it, but that I can.
I'm a huge Walking Dead fan.
I am, but
all
not.
my tattoos are Walking Dead.
I just cannot read the comics. For some reason, when I look at it, it just looks like, and God forgive me, and if this is a hot take, I thought their comics looked like visual clutter. And
Yeah.
I was just like, no. But what you just showed me there, Ron, I'm all in. I'm all in because that has some detail to it,
Oh,
Yeah,
we
so
try
what
to
fun?
get we try to describe each scene like in good detail. So when the artist drew it, we wanted to see all that gory detail
Yeah.
that we would like to see in our comics. We got sick minds, so we want gory the better.
Sick is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, what Gorehound?
Yes, I was going to say. Speaking of gore, I'm not so much gore, and I just seen the
Terrifier 3?
Terrifier 3.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah, a little
Those
much
are-
for me.
That's the other movies I was going to say that I haven't watched. I haven't seen those yet, and they are
Yeah, I haven't
on
seen those
streaming,
either.
so I need to really watch those. I'm dying
Yeah,
to see
the first two are on what's it called, Shutter right now.
those. Yeah,
Okay.
I saw there. I think they're on
Screenbox.
I think they're on Peacock as well, if I'm not mistaken. Peacock or Paramount or one of them.
They
Right.
bloody.
That's-
They get some gore in it. Make sure Harley's not around when you watch it. It
Yeah,
is really bloody.
That's what Randy said, that The Walking Dead was black and white figures, and they had the blood colored red.
Yeah, I got a bunch of those figures hang up behind me.
Yeah, you got a whole zombie collection behind you.
Oh, that's just some of it.
Did Brian? Did you happen to tell these guys where the PGX Expo was? Right, what was right next door?
Huh?
The mall that was right there.
The mall, Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, that was that was the
yeah.
Dawn of the Dead mall.
Yeah, they have the museum in it. What's it called?
Monroeville Zombie?
Monroeville.
Yeah.
No, they have the museum.
Night of the Living Dead Museum?
Yeah, but it's not called that.
Museum of the Dead?
The George A. Romero Mausoleum. I don't know.
Sounds good.
If Brandy's watching, he should know the name of it.
Well, it was such a busy weekend, and my buddy Scott, aka Sheldon, who was there, Living Dead Museum.
Yeah.
He was just like, well, hey, next year when you come out a day earlier, and then we can go over to we can go over there, and I can show you around the town and stuff. Like, all right, because he lives there.
Okay.
And because I'm really big into zombie stuff as well. But if you want to see a really good zombie movie, and I would imagine that maybe a couple of people have when I say this. Have you ever seen the movie Zombie? It's just called Zombie.
Yeah, Lucio Felucci.
Yep. I think that, in my opinion, that is probably the best zombie movie and probably one of the goriest zombie movies ever made.
Oh, that scene with the door, with the thing going into her eye. Ugh.
Yeah. Just
that creeps me out every time.
Absolutely fantastic movie, and there's a lot. I mean, if we did like a top 10 or a top 20 zombie movies, I mean, if that one is not at the very top,
that's in my top 5.
Yeah, that absolutely has to be at least in the top 5 of a lot of people. So
the one thing about Zombie though is that George Romero actually helped work on that script with him. It was going to be called Dawn of the Dead 2, but he changed it. Yeah. Yeah, he changed it like last second.
With the ending of that movie, I wish they would have made a second one.
Walking on Brooklyn Bridge and stuff?
Yes. I know they made the other zombies,
right,
but
it wasn't
the same.
Yeah, it wasn't the direct sequel
Yeah.
to that.
That's just like Hell of a Living Dead, that old 80s, 83 movie, something like that. That was a good movie. The acting was a little bit cheesy, but the gore and stuff I loved in it.
Well, next year, Randy, I will definitely be going over to the mall, and hopefully I'll be, because I know that parts of the mall still are. I mean, the place has been redone since, but there's parts of the
Oh,
mall that
yeah.
you can definitely tell that that the movie was shot there. So I definitely have to have a look.
And
Yeah.
that's I like that too. How they took that film and started adding into things in Monroeville too. I want to see that as well.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed when George Romero died. I wanted to at least meet him one time. I'm still bummed about that.
Well, interestingly, my buddy Scott, he did meet him a couple times,
He
and
said he's a nice guy.
the interesting thing, because he was telling me when he was there at PGX, he said, "Oh yeah," he goes, he went. I can't remember exactly what he went to, but he went to something, or maybe it was the premiere or something. But he met Simon Baker and a couple of the other people who were in the film
Land of the Dead.
for Land of the Dead, and I liked Land of the Dead too. I thought that was really good.
I just watched that
Too.
movie last week.
Love that movie. Absolutely love that movie.
My least favorite Romero movie is Survivor of the Dead.
I have that movie out there, and I watched it on DVD. Gosh, I don't know, a couple years ago.
It's not terrible, but it's not my favorite one. Diary of the Dead. I
I'm
love
sorry.
Diary.
That's not the one I own. I own Diary. That's the one I've got.
I love Diary of the Dead.
I do not remember it. I watched it, and I don't remember it.
Oh yeah, my last tattoo I got a portrait of George Romero on my leg.
That's pretty cool.
Well, you got the whole since we're on that subject, show them your sleeve.
It's just my walking. You can't really see.
Let me pull you up here.
Yeah, go Rick right there.
All the old comic book characters of the
oh wow,
The Walking Dead.
And I got Abraham on this side.
Now, what did that whole thing run you?
This side, my full sleeve I got done. It's probably about 1,200 right there.
Now, I'm going to make a comment here because I mentioned something to Gene the other day, and I don't mean anything derogatory to anybody who has tattoos. It's not my thing. I'm too much of a pansy to have a needle put on me, so it's never
I don't have
happen.
I don't have any tattoos either.
There's only one thing I would ever put on my body, and it would be the Van Halen logo. But I'm just too much of a pansy to do it. But I really like when people have tattoos with an actual purpose, an actual theme, like you have there. So you actually went in and you didn't go up and people are going to be insulted, and if they are, fine. But I hate when I see, well, can I have a number 12? Can I have a number 3? Can I have a number 14?
Just looking at the flashes and just pick out, there's one that random tattoo.
And I also disagree with anybody who calls it my art. It's not your art unless you drew it. It's on your body. But he's like, there are pieces of art in this room that are mine. I drew them. That's mine. This big thing back here, that's mine. There's 3 things in this room. That's mine. Okay, that was created by me. But if I go out and buy a Rembrandt like I have hanging in my bedroom, that's not my art. That's my picture. That's my representation. But that's not my art. Right. So, but when it becomes a part of you, sure, it's part of your personality, that sort of a thing. But I especially like it when people do what you did, George, and you actually had a purpose and said, you know what, I'm going to actually have something cohesive. Now, there are people like my buddy Jason who has, and my wife just asked if Harley can come in and say goodnight. Yes, absolutely, she can come in and say goodnight.
Yes.
He has some pretty cool tattoos that, they don't necessarily belong together, but it's just they're beautifully done. And it's not just I'll have a number 1, I'll have a number 7, I'll have a number 3, and they're not just randomly placed. And when he got his tiger done on the back of his calf, I was like, wow, it was just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So, I commend you on what you did there, because you actually did something cohesive and something that actually has a real purpose, as opposed to
some random tattoo.
Well, there's nothing wrong with having a couple of random tattoos here and there, or if somebody
if it's something you like, it's different.
Absolutely. And some people put barbed wire, or maybe they're in the military and they put their unit or whatever they put. That's okay. But when I see some people who have like you know, they have like, oh, I got a egg beater here, and I got the Hulk here, and I got a cross here. It's really, really weird. Oh, good night, sweet pea. Say
Hey,
Good
Harley.
night.
Good night.
How you
say good night to
doing?
everybody.
Good night, Harley.
Good night.
Have a good
I'll see you in the
night.
morning. So I mean, and you know, but just because it's not for me doesn't mean that I'm judging anybody or
Right.
it's just I would prefer to see somebody actually put a little thought into it like you did, George.
Oh, it took me a while because I didn't want to just get some random tattoo that.
Sure.
And I like how you stayed. I like how you stayed on the comics, just the old school comics, all the way up, and it's all one thing.
Well,
It's not
the
like
only thing is different because now they're colored because they got a deluxe editions now. But yeah, when they first came out, they all black and white and stuff. And this side, I'm staying on my left hand. I'm staying black and gray because I still want to. I want to get Negan done next. Is my next tattoo.
Yeah, my son, the first, I mean, he's got a lot of random tattoos, and I'm sitting there going, "Come on, Cameron, you can do a little better than that." But that's
So does
like
my
I said,
son.
that's fine. That's his body. He can do what he wants to do with it, and I'm not sitting there saying anything about that. Other than as an artist myself, I'm sitting there going, "Come on, do a little better." But the first tattoo he got Vic Rattlehead from Megadeth, and he had to put right here.
Oh, buddy Randy is a big Megadeth fan.
Yeah. And I was just like, okay, cool. You got, and then he, I think the very same year he got me the Christmas ornament of Vic Rattlehead. So, but like I said, I just can't do it. But that's, you know, when you get that Negan done, let us know. I'd like to see that.
Oh yeah,
So
he's one of my favorite characters.
It's safe to say, Scott, that me and you will not be in the tattoo section at Torg.
You don't want a tramp stamp?
I can't. Let's put it like this. Maybe if I got drunk enough, I might have a Van Halen tramp stamp.
See, I'm so bad that if I know if I got a tattoo, it'd be nothing but game art all over my body. So it's not gonna do me any good.
I do want to start a sleeve of my favorite video games and stuff on at least my leg.
I'd probably accidentally drunkenly get a Taylor Swift tattoo and have to kill myself.
You don't want to be a Swiftie?
No, I'm not a Swiftie.
Right. So we're gonna go ahead and move on here to our last couple of segments here. So the next thing we do, since you guys aren't aware, we have one segment before, but we end with some trivia here. So I'm picking Scott and Ron. You guys are gonna go at it today.
Woohoo!
So,
oh boy.
You ready, Ron?
Oh, sure am.
Oh, you're getting it. So this question first up here is
you gave it to Dum Dum over there.
Well, because it's like, you know, it's whose line is it anyway? I get to pick the points and the rolls, and nothing matters anyhow. So anyhow, all right. Let's see. Gamers ready? Here we go. First question.
Ready.
So here's your question right here. So, which spooky 2001 GameCube game starring Mario's brother got a remake in 2019?
Ready, Brian?
Hey, ready?
Good. Scott, this is your question.
So which spooky 2000 GameCube? That would be Luigi's Mansion.
And Luigi's Mansion it is. So,
you give him an easy one.
That wasn't
don't judge me. Don't judge me that you're losing. You're losing, Ron. Okay, you're losing.
Yeah, now you gonna give me a freaking some kind of math question.
Now we'll go on to the math questions here and the portion of them. Okay, so here's the next question. So which video game console released in 2006 pioneered the use of the motion control in its gameplay? What was it, Ron?
Nintendo Wii.
The Nintendo Wii. There you go. You got some points on the board.
I'm sorry, that must be in the form of a question.
What is
the Nintendo Wii? Right. So current score 1-1. Let's see. Okay, here we go here. Oh, this is a good question since we're going to Torg here. Next question. What 2021 release of the 6th game in the Halo franchise continued the adventures of Master Chief? Ronnie, it's not your question.
It was that long ago already? Well, that's the failure of Halo Infinite.
I love
that game.
Halo Infinite it is.
Hey, it's okay. Nobody's perfect.
That's right. That's right.
It's all right.
Why didn't you like the game?
Well, I'll be very honest with you. Lynn and I usually play all the Halo games couch co-op.
Oh yeah, they didn't have it.
And well, it does have it.
Now
It's online.
No. It does have it. But there's a hack that you can actually do to play it couch co-op, and I'm not doing that hack to do it because it's cumbersome. But because of Bonnie Ross and her lying that, oh yeah, the next one's going to have it. I promise it's coming. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, middle finger. No, but the other thing, I tried playing it, and I was playing it while I had Game Pass. Now I'm not opening my copy that's back here. I mean, if I find a used copy, okay, but my Steelbook's staying sealed.
Right.
I still do want to play it. And if you can play it co-op with 2 consoles, maybe I'll buy a 3rd copy. But I did not like the open world aspect.
You didn't like it? I love that.
I love that too.
But mind you, I have not gotten that far into it yet. So I am being a little, how can I say? I am kind of saying, well, I got to have a little bit of it, and I haven't seen so much of it that I can give you a complete review and say, does this suck? Is not. But the game killer for me was the fact that you can't play a couch co-op like they promised. And why there's not a class action lawsuit for that, I will never know, because it was promised. And then they said, on top of that, they said, no, we're working on an update for it. And then they said, well, now we're going to abandon it. And I'm like, we paid $60, $70 for a game and you didn't deliver. Therefore, you either owe us some money or we get to sue you. I don't know why there's not any attorneys out there not jumping on this, this cash.
Give them time.
What's funny? They act like they never made a co-op game before.
Exactly. And she even admitted, she said, well, okay, well, we learned our mistakes and stuff from Halo 5 and, and I'm not going to get into all that, but
isn't she gone now?
Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons why she is gone. She allegedly had some problems at home that she needed to take care of. Yeah. No. They said, listen, bitch, you are out of here. So either we make up a nice story while you're leaving, or we're just going to fire you. You pick. That's why she's gone. And now the crew that they have there now is even worse. So,
well, they actually just got a new guy who's took over. I don't know how he is yet.
If they get rid of the activists, I'm on board. But what you and I were talking about with the and I know we're playing the game. We're playing
that's okay. That's okay. We're good.
But I will say this real quick. I did learn something about the new engine, though. The reason why they decided to switch over to this new engine, as opposed to having the Slipstream engine or whatever they were using before, anytime that they would have somebody new come on board, they all had to learn this new engine, and it has a very high learning curve.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about last week on our show.
Yep, you guys were talking about that too, and I heard that on another video, and I said that's a really good idea. So that doesn't it doesn't make somebody incompetent like somebody else I heard say. It doesn't make them incompetent for not using their own engine. It actually makes it a little more user friendly for the people who are trying to design a good game for us. So I'm going to lay off on that a little bit and go okay, because it does look pretty what they've got.
Well, the thing is too, by the time people then the Slipspace engine, the contract were up, so they were going out the door, and then they were bringing more people in. Like
so then all those people have to learn it then too.
And then by the time they learn it, they're gone too.
Yep,
it's just stupid.
Okay,
so anyway.
Sorry about getting Scott all fouled up.
That's okay. He was into it, and that's what he was going. He was on a rant with his soapbox, and we delivered it. And good job.
How dare they destroy my game? Damn it!
Burn the village down.
I'm poking there.
All right. Next question.
Okay.
Ron, in Mario Kart, the power-up that seeks the player in the first position and explodes on impact. The shell is what color?
Shell.
The blue shell. All right. So up.
Is this easy mode?
What is it?
I said, is this on easy mode right now?
It's on easy mode. It seems like it falls easy mode for one guy. I don't want to single this guy out, but hold on. Could be right here. Could be this guy.
Actually,
Not that-
if that,
not that
had
we're
that been
singling
my
people
question,
out.
I would have got it wrong. I would have.
So, all right. So, final question.
Wait. You're going to give the
What?
final question
It's-
to one guy.
It's not my fault that it falls towards the guest. Once again, the rules are made up and I make them. So, enjoy.
Rigged.
It's not rigged.
I see
He's-
them. I see Matt's totally amused. I like that.
Matt, you got to agree with me. It's not rigged. It just fell that way. I promise.
I mean, as long as there's no prizes involved, I think it's all fair.
Right.
I'm gonna tell
Fake
Matt
news.
this.
Fake
I'm gonna tell Matt
news.
this real quick, really personally. Okay, so it's really nice that you and I are both on the same show right now, and I'm not having to actually host it. I like this.
This is
pretty
nice,
cool.
isn't it?
Oh yeah,
This is
I
nice.
like it.
I'm definitely no game closet, but I try.
I think you're doing a great job.
Well, thank
I'm
you,
enjoying
sir.
this. I
Well,
like.
thank
what
you.
you're
And
doing.
this is all it is.
It just
It's a
feels
fun
like
time
the
with
co-host
friends.
always getting screwed. I'm going to
No,
be a loser again.
No, did you, Ron? You're on a current losing streak, yes, because George beat you last week.
Oh, yeah.
But that has nothing to do with your bad knowledge of trivia
Okay,
games.
give Scott the question.
But just
Oh,
wait,
now-
I might screw up royally and you win.
Yes,
Yeah.
this
You
could
give-
be. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe another question will have to come out.
It better
But
not be a
either way.
RoboCop question.
All right, Scott. What Konami game from September of '98 was released to the European arcade audience under the name Dance Stage?
Oh gosh, I'm gonna take kind of a guess because I can't remember who made the actual. Is it Dance Dance Revolution?
Is it Dance Dance Revolution?
Yes, it has to be.
It's Dance Dance Revolution.
No,
Okay.
Oh,
congratulations.
wait. I gotta
Did
add
I
up
just
these.
get a high score?
I gotta add up these scores. Hold on. Wait a second. Jesus goodness. Hold on.
Every time I hear Dance Dance Revolution, it reminds me of Grandma's Boy.
Yeah, hold on.
I still need to watch that movie too. It's in my queue.
Okay.
Wow, that's one
okay.
of the
And
great
Great
movies.
movie.
so without further ado, here's the score. Scott 5, Ron nothing.
That
you
seems.
math.
I think that
you need to know
seems.
your
that's-
math.
I thought that was fair. Ron, you didn't really get a question I mean, I'm
No, I
sorry, you
didn't.
didn't get no points.
I think Ron
Oh.
has one too many points there.
That's what I thought. Yes. So Scott, congratulations, and you're
Thank
tonight's
you.
winner. You're tonight's winner. You know what you win? You won a free trip to Torg.
Oh, yes!
Oh my god! Oh my god! I hope you was going.
Oh,
Do I get a
gosh.
consolation prize?
Well, I'm definitely going now.
Listen, we're gonna have to have Lynn on this show. I think she's killed every question. I might have to have
Actually
her and take, and I might have to have her and Ron go at it.
Oh, yeah.
man.
There's no point in even me go at it because
Whoa,
I'm the
listen.
loser. Anyways,
Sir, I never said he was a loser. I would never
do
say
I get a
that.
consolation prize?
You do.
Constellation
You do.
prize is a version of the home game.
Watch, you ready? Here you go. Consolation prize. And you're welcome. You're welcome. Oh,
don't
no,
have
I
any-
can't do that. Welcome back, Ron.
You don't have any rice-a-roni for him or anything?
No, that's a
No.
San Francisco treat.
Turtleneck.
So, okay, for our last segment here, we'll move on. Since it's so close to Torg, I always like to give, a little information about Torg since, some people don't really go to conventions or know what Torg is. So I got their website pulled up here, and
Woo!
so this is Torg. So Torg is September 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and it's going to be at the Columbus Convention Center. It is a 3-day event. It is the first day is a preview night, and usually get your passes. You get all your, your different things through there. So that's always a thing. They have a.
Are
They
you
have a
guys
little
going to preview night?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, we'll be up.
we'll-
We'll be up
we'll
for
be there.
preview night, and we'll be doing some filming at preview night. I'll get to that here in a second.
Well,
So,
I'll be at the hotel room. I'll be doing my OnlyFans there. So
oh, you're going to do them in the hotel room? That's amazing. That's great.
yeah,
Scott, you saved your plugs till the end of the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm jumping the gun. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Let's kill the voice on that. So, okay, I do like this little guide they have here. So here's the schedule and the little preview here. So Friday, you got your early badge pickup, and then there's the Pokemon Stadium warm-ups, and then they have a scavenger hunt, which I'm not sure exactly what that is. Scott, you
You
have
look
any
for
idea on the
stuff.
scavenger hunt?
I think that they have the Halo guests there. They're all gagged and tied to chairs, and we have to find them.
And you got to save them.
Yeah,
And
it's
you got
like
this.
yeah,
I'm sure
Steve.
Torg Man will save them.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what'll happen.
So then you go through, and then you have your EFW ring photo op, which I believe that's the wrestling event they have there.
Oh yeah, EFW. Okay.
Yeah, and then you have your Mario Kart. It's a small day in the beginning. They don't have a lot of stuff going
Halo
on
Land
until the
Wars.
weekend. The Halo Land Wars, yes, they're actually having a Halo section that's going to be all like
Oh, that's
land party
cool.
games. So
No,
that's
that-
actually really fun. And here's one of my favorites on Friday, speed friending. So
Speed
Is that like
friending?
speed? Is that like speed
That's-
dating but with
you-
friends?
well, you have to run around and shake everybody's hand really, really fast.
That sounds dangerous.
Yes.
I
And you-
thought maybe it was like one of those friends with benefits things. You just have to do it fast.
Well, that could be too. That's interesting.
We
Yeah.
call those happy endings.
Ah.
So then we get over to Saturday here, and Saturday's 9 o'clock is going to be your VIP early entrance. So if you got your VIP, that's going to be the time you're getting in. So I always recommend the VIPs because Mike and Rachel, they do an amazing job at giving a good bit of stuff to the VIPs. So I got to give them props, and they're great people as well, and they've been nothing but nice to us. So I have to say that. And Scott, you're a media guest this year too, right?
Yes, I technically been. This is going to be kind of weird. The last 3 years I've been a media guest, but I've never actually signed up to be a media guest.
So you just got thrown into it.
Yeah, and last year I helped Rock'em Sock'em Retro out, so I kind of came in with their crew, and Mike was like, all whatever, that. So, but this year I actually just went ahead and went through the actual process, and interestingly, since my daughter has gone to bed, I'm hoping Harley is actually a media guest this year as well.
Really?
That's
Yes,
awesome.
she is.
All right. Well, that's actually awesome, and I did not know that.
Yep.
And Harley has a channel as well. So
Yes,
if
she has her own little
you
channel.
You want to throw that name out there if people want to subscribe to that?
Sure.
Go ahead and give her a little bit.
It's basically just a little hobby channel that we do. We do PCB waste spots for Perifractic's retro recipes. We do them, we do several a year, not necessarily one a month. And then what we do is a month after the videos air on his retro show, we release them on her channel, which is Harley Fractic's Hideout. So they're just silly little videos that we do, little skits where we're just promoting PCB Way in a very funny way. So if you can imagine a little girl and her white bunny, who is in every single episode but one, a little girl and her white bunny and some of her other stuffed animals having some very imaginative, silly fun. So it's just Harley Fractic's Hideout. She's got a whole 105 subscribers. And actually, her Knight Rider video, I think last time I looked was at around, I think that was around 2,200 views, I think, or something like that.
Oh, that's
All
awesome.
right.
Yeah.
And good for her.
And her latest video was a month ago or 2 months ago, and that's when we did the 30th anniversary salute to Batman '89, and she was Jack Nicholson's Joker, and Bunny was Bat Bunny, and she had to she had a PCB created so she could try to get Bat Bunny, and every video is most videos are around 60 seconds long, but some of them are a little longer depending.
So yeah, like that's the thing. If you don't mind too, we'll put Harley's channel in the description below too. Because yeah, she's funny work. I'm sure that she's got a great produce department and a studio department that helps her out with things.
Well, according to Perry Fractic, he says that she does all of her own writing and editing and acting and everything. And as far as I'm aware, that is true.
That is great. Awesome. Then she's
She's
very good multitasker. I'm
Very
sure
talented for 6.
I'm sure she gets that from her mom, though. Correct?
She does. She does.
Right.
This is the point that saves you, Scott. This is where it's at, right?
Well,
here.
my wife is very talented as well. She has her art degree as well, and
Definitely.
she's very creative. So believe it or not, a lot of the stuff, even on my channel, sometimes I run it by her and I go too much, and she goes too much, or she'll throw an idea at me and I go, oh, I'm running with that. So
is there, in my opinion, is there ever too much for the doctor?
there have been a few times where I had to be reeled back in, just a couple times. Just
Went a little
times.
crazy. That's why you have Lynn.
Yeah, there's been a couple times. I don't mind being a little tasteless once in a while, but
Right.
sometimes I have to be reeled back in.
That's all right. That's why they're there. That's why they're there. So let's
But
let's see this right here. You guys all see this?
Yeah.
You guys all see the screen here? Okay.
Yes.
So these are the media guests that'll be here.
God, who's that loser on the left? The second one down.
Oh,
Jeez.
he's actually he's very busy. He does a lot of work with Game Closet and OnlyFans at this point.
Oh man, he's got to be loaded.
Oh, he's a cash cow. He really is.
hung.
He's just a cash cow. Oh, I'm sure. Maybe. I don't know. Better hope Len don't comment on this one. So then you have all kinds of different people. You have was it DDO 2009 PlayStation Girl. You have Video Game Votary, which is Marcus. He's a great guy. If you've never seen his channel,
Yes, Marcus is fantastic.
he is awesome. Definitely, if you guys haven't subscribed to these channels, guys, like they're amazing people. They do a lot of good content, and a lot of us hang out together at these conventions, and we just have fun. And then there's Retro Bliss Gaming, which he's another great guy if you get a chance to meet them. And
Yes,
any of these guys too, I'll say that if you see them at the conventions, talk to them. These guys are great. Get your picture with them. I mean, they're
Phil
down
is a great guy, good friend of the channel, just a lovely person all the way around.
Yes, and I got to agree. I've met him, and he's I want to say I met him at Korg, and it was a great time there.
That's like me and Brian met Matt and Scott. That was some of the great friends we met.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
It was
like
awesome
I said,
meeting you guys there.
I met you guys for the first time last year at
Yeah,
Torque.
and Matt.
Right.
Yeah.
That was where we first started. Mike gave us a chance to come up to Torg, and
I'm starting to regret meeting Scott because he's a cheater in the games.
Listen, don't be salty. Don't be salty. What's that, Ron? You're what? Technical dip? I think we lost Ron, guys.
Damn that
So,
cable company. Oh.
I mean, I don't know why he. Hold on, I think we're getting him back. Are
Damn
we
straight,
back? Are you
Lord.
good?
Is
Darn
that
spot.
McDonald's Wi-Fi?
Darn
Are you-
sunspots.
Are you okay? All the salt is out and the sand and everything. You're good now.
Yes, I got out of my crack.
Everything's good. Okay, we can move on then. I mean, I don't know why you lost, Ron. You lost, and it's just the way it is.
I gotta
You're
call the waitress. I need
0-2
another
now.
drink.
You're 0-2. So I mean, it's horrible, but I get it. But don't worry about it. Scott won. Obviously, he's superior. It
Bone
is
up
what it
next.
is.
Bone up for next week.
That's right.
Yeah.
Get ready.
I
Get
said
ready.
bone.
So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of media guests and a lot of good things are happening at Torg, and definitely if you're in the Columbus area, definitely come see us at Torg. Tickets are on www.torgevents.com. So I'm sure Mike and Rachel would love to have you guys there, and Mystically, you're going as well, correct?
Yeah, I'll be there Saturday.
Nice.
So Mysticallys will be up there Saturday, so we'll all get to hang out. That's going to be a collab day, Scott, so pencil that in.
Okay.
So
that
what's
way-
some
that way-
of the special guests?
So we'll get to that here real quick here, and then let's bring that up here. So the special guest that we have here this year is a lot of good people here. So here's Master Chief himself, Stephen Downs. So
Steve Downs.
and then
It's
it's the same thing.
Steven.
You got you got Jen Taylor. So Ron, did you say you were getting their autographs?
Yeah, I'm getting Steve Downs and Jen Taylor.
So
Nice.
they'll be there. Scott, anybody or Mystically you guys are looking for?
Probably not autographs. No.
The only thing that I requested is I did request, and it'll probably won't happen, but I requested to do a real quick about like a 60-second or 2-minute little skit interview with Steve Downs. So we'll I
hope
have
that-
something.
But are
I
you
have
gonna
s-
tell him how bad Halo Infinite sucks?
Hey, he's just the voice actor. He has nothing
He don't
to do
make
with
the
that.
game.
You know, he don't make the game. Oh,
don't
I
make the
love
game.
this. Thank you, sweetie.
So
I
there's
love this
your
place.
there's your autographs. So here's some of your prices for these autographs.
Unbelievable.
At least they got prices up beforehand now. That's nice.
Yeah, it took a little while last year with Charles, I think, but I don't know if they were waiting on him to come back and say what his prices were or what. But this was where they're at this year. So it's all Halo themed, and it doesn't look bad on the prices.
Yeah, that's
No,
not
that's
horrible.
reasonable. Yeah, that's reasonable.
I
Right.
only have one problem with the photographs, and it's not the cost. I don't
you
care
can't
about
do
that
a
at all.
nude.
Oh wow, I didn't think about that. Well, never mind.
Pretty sure that's going to cost extra.
You know, it's not like he's dressed in like a Master Chief costume, so it's just kind of like it's just Steve Downs. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean,
Right.
it's like if David Hayter was there, I wouldn't expect him to be dressed as Solid Snake either. But
right. But it's close. I mean,
Just
you
bring
got
a helmet. Like, here, can you wear this?
yeah, I'll bring my Halo 3 helmet. Just hold this in front of your head.
Right. Just put this on. Don't ask questions. Just do it.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
only
want to
60
see
seconds,
you.
man.
Cortana,
Right.
here, hold my pen.
It's 60 seconds. Here, take notes. So then you have some guests, which I'm kind of excited for Metal Jesus this year.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
I
and-
accidentally have given him a new title. I forget what was it our show that we were on? I accidentally called him Medical Jesus. Was that?
yeah.
Yeah. I called him Medical Jesus. So now he's a doctor now too, apparently.
That's all right.
Medical
He got
Jesus.
his PhD.
Well, he does
does
have the
save
healing
lives.
hands,
That's what it is. That's what it is. But then there's Radical Reggie, right?
Yes, Radical.
So
Reggie.
he's gonna be in there, and
Re-
they're two good channels.
Yeah, and I've met Reggie
was at
before.
Korg last year too, wasn't he?
Reggie was there 2 years ago, and
Was it
he-
2 years ago?
yeah, he's a very, very nice guy. Very, very, very nice guy.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting them guys this year. I haven't met any of them, so that's kind of a good thing. I'm kind of excited
Yeah,
for that
Reggie's
one.
cool. He's got a ridiculous Resident Evil collection. I'm mad, jealous about his Resident Evil collection.
Really?
Really?
I want that.
Reggie, oh yeah, Reggie, he's got it all. Like.
So, Mystically, how many years you been going to Torg now?
I think this is at least 3. I'm sure if I would have asked them for like a media pass, they would have gave it to me again. But I was unsure if I was going with my own scheduling and personal shit going on. So
Right.
I didn't ask for one, but it seemed like it was going to work out for me at least be able to go Saturday. So I just got a regular admission ticket this year.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been going
All
to
right.
Torg for a while.
I always like to, even though we get media passes, I still buy the VIP passes because I like to support, the
Right, and you
the
get the raffle
conventions.
tickets that way. You can win the
And-
prizes,
and yeah, which I actually won at Korg. Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
I
The
won the
arcade.
arcade machine.
Well, like you said though, Brian, because I when I filled out my application for the media pass, I had
Right.
I was emailing with Rachel, and I said to her, I was like, hey, listen, our daughter's coming with us for the first time, and I said I can pay for a pass. That's not a problem. I do not have a problem, doing that.
Right.
I said, but she will be doing her own video there. Actually, she's going to be doing 2 videos. One will just be like a quick little thing, and she's going to be doing a PCB Way video while we're there. And I said, would it be possible to get her a media pass as well? And she goes, absolutely, that'd be great. Because so in a way, as far as I'm aware, she is going to be the only 6-year-old there with a media pass.
Oh,
Well,
that's
good
awesome.
for her.
Yeah.
Good for her.
I mean,
And
I
Rachel,
think.
Rachel's so awesome. And,
Yeah,
and she's her and Mike both. They've been nothing but nice, like I've said to us.
She and Mike have always just been very nice to me, and then Eddie Rogers also, who always helps out with stuff there too. He's always been
Eddie's
awesome
cool.
too. And I think I think Matt and I were talking when Eddie was walking by. That was right before we met you last year.
Yeah.
Or right when we met you. I can't remember exactly, but we were standing in front of Brian Didafield's table, and Eddie walks by and hands me something. And it is literally, if I point, it's right there on this shelf. He handed me a Pac-Man 2600 cartridge with a and he goes, "That's for you." And I just laughed my butt off because he knows, my whole history with Pac-Man. So I took my Torg sticker that I got that year and put it on the back so I don't get it mixed up with my other Atari 2600 game that I have from childhood.
That's hilarious. Hold on, I gotta put this comment up there, Scott. I gotta put this comment up there. You're gonna love it.
And she's taller than Brian. She might be.
Thank you for that one. I appreciate it. Always getting the digs in. I appreciate it.
Terrible.
I had to throw that one up there. So that's always a good time. It's all in good fun. We have fun with it. That's what it's all about.
Their team has always been nothing but nice to me. And I will say this though, they do have a lot of volunteers, and so it's not like they have a ton of employees or stuff. And sometimes, you do have problems and stuff. And a couple of years ago, there was a problem with somebody, and one of the people on the main staff, they took care of it. And I really appreciated that, because there's nothing better than going to any event when it's a very well run, well-oiled machine, especially like what we saw at CGC, what we saw at Pittsburgh. Very, very well done. Tom is at the top of his game. Brian's at the top of his game.
And so are Mike and Rachel, and I want to put that in there. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And all the cons here in Ohio that I've gone to, I mean, everybody has always been very nice and very fantastic, like Gary Carnucci, very nice gentleman. Also
mentioned Gary too.
Also a friend of the channel, and hopefully they get their date nailed down as well, so we can find out when Korgs is going to be. But back to Torg. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. You was giving all great people, and nothing but great to all these conventions. And if you guys get a chance to go to any of them, go, even if it's for one day. Support these, because this is our generation's games. This is where it's at. Eventually, we're going to be out of it, and there's going to be all these new games that'll become old games, and that'll be the conventions.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully digital media doesn't, that's a whole nother subject, but we'll get to that in a later show. But let's get so Jay from Square Pegs.
Woohoo, Jay.
Another amazing guy. I remember I first got to meet him too at Torg, and he was amazing. It was nothing but fun. Such a nice guy. Same thing with Brandy. She's awesome. She's still got this amazing collection. I mean, her collection it's not my collection. I don't think it's me, Scott, and anybody on this screen's collection combined.
No, I'm sure, and she's very knowledgeable about everything she has and everything she doesn't have as well.
Yes, and she still, even though she has that big of a collection, she still hunts games, guys. She's still not completed certain collections yet.
And I do want to throw this out there real quick, because I've met both of their spouses, Meredith and Stephanie, and they're both lovely ladies, the both of them.
Yes.
And I've actually got to spend a little more time with Stephanie and Brandy than I did with Jay's wife, and she's just absolutely lovely and very funny herself. But at Pittsburgh, it was just great hanging out with those two, with Brandy and Stephanie, and they're just lovely ladies, and very, very, very fun and funny, and I really look forward to the time I actually do get to spend with them.
Right, and I can't agree with that more, Scott. I mean, great people. I mean, really great people. And this next one here, this is going to be a first for me this year. How about you? Anybody else?
I've seen a couple of his videos recently, because he's been coming through on my feed on Facebook.
Same.
He's pretty funny. I dig his shtick.
Right. He's got a whole Time Traveler 2005. I thought it was more of a Nelly look, but somebody told me it wasn't.
Yeah, he's all about 20 years ago.
Oh, Method Man.
Yeah, he's got a whole look, and I like the whole bootleg DVD thing. It's all fun, and it reminds you of that time. Like he does everything at 2005 and a little earlier, and it's great. I can't wait to meet him. And like I said, if you haven't checked out any of these channels, please do so. They're all listed here. And here's an amazing guy too, Chris from Game
Yes.
Dad. So this guy is on top of his game as well. He reviews a lot of stuff, and him and Jay collab a lot, and it's great. Chris is awesome to hang with. He's nothing but fun.
There's there's a lot of people, like when we all get together, we all joke around and stuff like that, make each other laugh and
Yes.
have a good time. But there are two people who consistently make me laugh.
Yes.
And that is Johnny Graphics and Chris here, Game Dad.
Yeah.
Chris is just, I mean, if you can make me laugh, then you're doing a good job.
Right.
And-
yes. I
and-
agree.
Chris is just my kind of funny, and if I can get a good laugh out of him, I know I'm doing good.
No, he's nothing but hilarious. Every time I hang with him, I do nothing but laugh. He's so fun. So yeah, and I want to speak on that too. But Johnny, if Johnny's out there too, if you haven't checked out his channel, Johnny Graphics, he does amazing work, very knowledgeable. So and then so there's this is a new one on me, but this is industry professional with Sega and Electronic Arts.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
I'll mess up his last name because I always mess it up. Is it Wallenberg?
Looks like
It's
Wahlberg.
Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Like
So
Mark Wahlberg.
Eric. Yeah. Okay. So Eric Wahlberg. Yeah. He's an industry guest. He's worked in the field, and he's worked on a lot of Electronic Arts and Sega projects, obviously. So
I'm gonna have to look him up because I'm gonna be embarrassed if I see him there and just ignore him because I don't know who he is.
yeah.
You
No,
know.
he's
Be like, oh hi, see ya.
right. Yeah. So I'm sure he's got some titles under his belt. What he did, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to look it up as well because I mean, he looks like a great guy.
Wasn't he in Boogie Nights? No, I'm sorry. That's Mark. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I don't think he was there, Scott. But
Wrong Wahlberg.
right, and we got there's all kinds of different sponsors here, and
I don't
these
know
are
how
a
many
lot of
people are gonna get that reference, Scott.
yeah. So
Yeah, I wonder how often he gets that.
well, I'm sure. So there's some sponsors here with Game On. Game On's
good sponsor.
that's a really great place. They have a lot of games and very very great guys. So you got Power Up Video Games. That's another one that'll be there, and they're awesome as well. And
Wasn't one of them the ones that had like the full video game store set up
Yep,
last
that was
year?
them.
Yeah,
Yes.
Game On.
yes, that
And-
was awesome.
And if I'm not mistaken, I hate to say this, but I can't prove it, but I believe it was them that I got a game from them last year, and it doesn't work.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm pretty
ouch.
sure. I'm pretty sure it was them, but I'm not absolutely positive. Yeah,
Right.
My copy of but that could happen to anybody. That could happen.
So
Okay.
what game was it?
It was
Right.
Transformers Devastation for the Xbox One. It looks absolutely perfect. It looks 100% awesome, and you put it in, and it only loads halfway up, and it will not continue loading the disc back up onto the system. So,
Really?
I had it professionally cleaned twice, and because maybe there was something you just can't see with the naked eye, and it still doesn't do anything. So it's okay, no big deal.
Right.
It was only like $20.
You tried licking it?
I actually rubbed the banana on it.
Have you
and-
tried
didn't- that-
toothpaste?
that didn't work.
But
So-
I'm not sure it was from them, but it was either them or the booth next to theirs that I got it from, because I know that I bought a couple things from them, and one of them was not the Untouchables. What's that one? LA Noir.
Okay.
And I know I got
That's a-
that from them, and it does work. So,
That was a good
but
game.
their
That's
store,
a good game. I like
Yeah.
that game.
their store is beautiful. Their people are there to help you.
Yes.
It's like a store inside of a convention. They got a really good thing going on there. It's really cool.
They got fair prices too. I got a really good deal on Enemy Zero, which is an expensive Sega Saturn game last year. That game.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So did anybody see the Wild Bill's cup that they have for Torg?
Yep. Oh no, I didn't see the cup for Torg though.
So it's a golden cup. I paid the 70
I
some
think I
dollars.
might have seen this.
I paid the 70 some.
I think
dollars
it's
for it.
too expensive, in my opinion. $75 is a little steep.
but you get refills. I mean,
I
it
could
depends on
go
how much
to
you
the
drink.
thing and get paid for 30 and get
Well,
free
it depends
refills.
on how much you drink, though. You know.
Yeah, but you can take that to any Wild Bills anytime they're anywhere, and you can just keep filling it up for.
No, I think it's just for that convention.
I'm pretty. I don't think
No,
so.
I think you can. I think you can do it at any time. You can
Yeah.
bring whatever, as
And
long
it's
as you
not
bought a cup from him.
Right, it's not free refills. It's like, but it's much cheaper than if you went back up and just got another.
Oh, so you get
thing.
discounted.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have some other ones here, some Rock'em Sock'em Retro. That's a great place too.
Yep, right here in town. I was just there today.
Okay, and that's your neck of the woods, right, Scott?
Yep, and Sylvania Toy Company is too. I did a video. I did a video with them in it, and the Mommy Antique Mall.
Okay.
And Sylvania Toy Company has a lot of awesome toys from yesteryear and today.
What happened to George?
Yeah, where'd George go?
Did he drop off again?
No, he said something about he's backstage.
There you
go.
go.
Hey, how you doing, George? Again. Don't worry. No, it's not an inconvenience at all that I have to keep dropping that off there. Wait a second. I'll go back.
But
I have no clue what
But
happened.
Sylvania Toy Company does have a nice little section over there in their store that has some games and stuff, and it's a really nice store.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's and then we actually visited Play It. That's me and Ron did that the last time we were in Columbus. And it was it was a good it was a good, and there's links to all these places on the website here. So
yeah, Ready Up is out near me too, and I haven't been there yet, but I plan on getting out there. They're about 40 minutes away from me, 45 minutes away.
Okay, so yeah, they're actually a good place here. We got something here. Let's see. I've time traveled from 05 to short. Yep. Didn't expect to see him. So okay, there's one comment. That's I was gonna say it's the first time I'm gonna meet him, so I'm kind of excited about that. And there's Len here saying he's American businessman, former Sega America producer, public relations. Oh, okay.
I want to
And
know if he's actually related to any specific games or consoles or anything like that.
Yes,
with his name on it, what made him.
Gonna have to look that up. Maybe I can get him to autograph one of them.
Right, because it's just like if he's was just like, oh, I was the head of HR while I was there. I was like, well, who gives a shit? So
right. Okay. But if you're telling me like you was like involved in like an EA game that was popular, then I'm probably just gonna get your autograph anyhow.
Right, because
he was
just
a public representative. He was the guy who like got on the news and shit and took the fall when they were like, so why did you launch all these consoles early or bad? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Why is my Dreamcast lens screwed up, pal? I want to know.
Maybe he was the guy that released it on 99 of 99.
I'm gonna go find your son Mark Wahlberg and kick his nods.
Hey, the Dreamcast, that was a good campaign. 99.99. It was a Saturn launch. They fucked up.
Right. And that's all down your neck of the woods there.
I love Dreamcast.
Yeah, it was a good time. So guys, I'm gonna end the show here, and I appreciate you guys all coming. I'm gonna go around, let you guys all introduce yourselves, and Mysticles and Scott, please, this is your time to kind of promote yourself a little bit, and just like we always do, buddy. So Scott, go ahead, knock them out.
Oh, Matt, you go ahead. You're right next to Brian, and we'll go around.
All right, well let's do Matt then. Matt, go ahead, knock it out.
Okay, yeah, you can find me on all social medias under Mysticles and on YouTube. Do a lot of unboxing, sometimes game reviews, do a little bit of everything on there. Live streams most every Friday, so just check me out. I
love your game
setup. All right.
Thanks.
Yeah, he does have an awesome little green room right there.
Yeah, check out his you just had what, about 3 weeks ago you had a game room tour. It's really cool little little tour.
It was cool. I've seen that video. It was a good video. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed to any of these guys, they're awesome. All right, Scott, go ahead, give us a good one.
Well, right now we're inside the game closet, and it's very green, as you can see. It's
super green.
Yeah, it's super green. We are going to be doing a lot of filming here in the next few days, or actually over the next week, for this next epic video, which I'm not saying exactly what it is right now because I want to kind of keep it under my hat. But anyway, yes, I am the host of the Game Closet, and if you like a little bit of comedy or a lot of comedy mixed in with your snide remarks and video games, I'm your guy. So come on by, and I'm also on Facebook. And I'll be honest with everybody: if you try to, catch me on Facebook or Instagram or something like that, you're really not going to get hold of me too much. I really reside very much at Game Closet. So, but if you're going to comment on things, make sure you comment on the actual videos. But if you just want to kind of interact a little bit on Facebook, that's where you're going to find me. Instagram, I really don't go over there that much. So that's it.
All right. Definitely great channels. George, you don't have anything going on yet, but you're part of us. So,
Yeah, thanks.
But this is George from Michigan. This is the Michigan, the retro Michigan guy.
I look like that guy over there.
You
do resemble each other like your brothers or something.
A little bit. A little bit.
I've never met him before, so I don't know.
But you guys, we'll give it a shout out on George and Ron. They both do the Nukem comics, and you guys want to hit your little spiel about that real quick. Go ahead.
No, you just did it for us.
I just did it. I just did it for you.
Go to our Kickstarter. It'll be in the description.
Join the sensation.
Bye.
It helps it out. Then if you get enough and you guys help with the Kickstarter, maybe Ron will win a game of trivia. Just saying.
I don't think I'm ever gonna happen.
You see that happy face just went to a frowny face? It's that game I lost.
Oh yeah, I see Lynn in the comments.
So, yeah, she's
Eternal Champions Challenge from the Dark Side.
So Knockout Kings, Disney's Bonkers, Garfield.
Oh, that's cool.
Blazing
Eternal
Heroes.
Champions, Blazing Heroes, Virtual Fighter, Animation.
Blazing Heroes.
Where am I at? Yeah.
So basically nothing I really care about.
No. Art department for
I'm just
the first
kidding.
one.
Just
producer
kidding.
for the rest. So yeah, getting to that question, they're Lynn. They're actually triplets. So they've got another brother as well.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a busy house when we were all kids.
Got to get him on too.
Yeah. God bless their mom. There's Lynn. Wow. So, but anyhow, guys, and we're gonna go ahead and end the show. And Scott and Matt, I bottom my heart, guys. I thank you for jumping in.
Oh, thanks for having us on.
Nice meeting you guys.
It was a great time. And if you guys want to stay on for a moment afterwards, we'll talk real quick. So with that being said, guys, I want to thank you for joining the show, and it'll be every Saturday at 7:00, and it is Basement Talk, not Basement Yard, Basement Talk. Like I said, it was a fun time. I didn't catch myself say it, but anyhow, guys, we want to thank you, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It helps us do all this great retro content that we do, and we want to thank you guys for everything you guys have done for us by subscribing. And without further ado, guys, have a good night.